New podcast series where I have guests, the Yapathon, and now this is a new podcast that I call Tea Talk, because every week we're going to be having tea, spilling the tea, talking about a whole bunch of different things. So, welcome to Tea Talk. We're here. Thank God. The people were asking for it. The people were dying for it.
They wanted you to have a guest.
Yes, it was so crucial. So welcome to Tea Talk, week 1, and our very first guest, my best friend, Victoria Gonzalez. Yes! Yay! Everyone's cheering at home.
Hi, I'm so excited to be on the podcast and to talk about one of my favorite things in the world.
We've been talking how long have we been talking about, having a podcast where we talk together?
No, literally since, a month into our friendship, we were we just yap. It would be so good if we could just have, a podcast.
Your fucking phone going off. My phone. Is your boyfriend telling him to shut the fuck up?
Hey.
No, I love him.
It is.
He's great. Yeah,
He
but
is great.
silence.
I don't know where to put this.
It's fine.
If it goes off again, I
Yeah.
apologize. I apologize.
We didn't put our phones on silence. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think, okay, yeah, so Victoria and I met in college, and we both were going to school for musical theater and for acting, so we feel very qualified to talk about this week's topic. I wonder what we're talking about.
Who could ever know?
You got 5 guesses below in the comments. If you can't figure it out, we're shooting you.
Electric chair.
Yeah, electric chair. But we both were going to school for acting, and we were studying musical theater, so we're very qualified.
Mm-hmm.
That BFA musical theater, it means you're the most qualified person in the world to do musical theater.
Anyone who studied musical theater is doing musical theater right now.
Yeah, professionally.
And making a lot of money.
It's a super easy industry to get into, and once you get into it, you're set for life.
No, you're set for life. And you're going to be in every single show. You're going to play every single one of your dream roles, and everyone's going to love you.
Yeah. Wasn't college so easy and such a joy?
Yeah. It was really, college of dreams. College of dreams.
The best word I could use to describe it was easy. I loved going to class at 9 a.m., getting out at 10:30 p.m., and then doing it again the next day for 6 days in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and dancing and singing that whole time.
Yeah, the physical labor of it all.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, we know what we're talking about.
Right.
And we're very successful. So we met in college, and we met each other at our dance placements. Victoria, do you want to share your first impression of me?
Well, I was already at the dance placement because Brinley had the audacity to run late on the first day of school.
It wasn't my fault. I had this roommate that, I don't care, I'm going to say this on camera, we all called her Crazy Chloe. If it gets back to her, it gets back to her. She'll probably, let's be real, she'll understand why.
No, yeah.
If she's everyone's calling me Crazy Chloe behind my back. Yeah. And I look back, and that makes sense why they'd call me that.
Right.
Yeah, Crazy Chloe was my roommate. And Crazy Chloe made me late. I don't have to explain why she made me late. Her name's Crazy Chloe. Put the pieces together.
Right.
So that affected the way you viewed me.
Well, yeah, because
I hate her boyfriend.
He's writing a grocery list in our text messages.
I silence him.
I don't know how to make it not vibrate. I'll just put it somewhere where you can't hear it.
No, it's okay. We can... Okay, goodbye.
It's okay. I told him I would be MIA, so...
Yeah, so shut up!
Oh, he's so cute.
No, okay, I literally live with her and her boyfriend. Well, I also live with my boyfriend. We all live together.
Yeah.
So that's a joke. That's a joke. I don't hate him.
Yeah.
Other than I want him to shut the fuck up.
On the messages.
Legitimately. Okay, so your first impression of me was I was late, but then like later into our friendship, what was your impression of me?
Well, like, as we started, like, actually becoming friends, like, it was just kind of, like, all the conversations we had, like, you would tell me something interesting.
Oh.
Which I would, like, 90% of the conversations I was having back then, I was like, what the fuck are we even talking about right now?
Yes, exactly.
So, it was very refreshing, and I also thought that you were very down to do anything, which makes you easy to be friends with.
Oh, thank you. So, I guess my turn.
Okay.
So, my first impression of you was in ensemble class.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it was a very big group setting, but it was kind of similar to, honestly, what you just said there, where I was like, this is the only normal person in the room. and I didn't think, much other than that at first, because we were actually in separate classes, and we would only have class together when we were in ensemble class.
Right.
Scoot over so you can see the final. And then, okay, so this is, like, the story of the first time Victoria and I ever hung out. And so chime in when necessary.
Okay.
So we were with these, we were with these lesbians, okay?
Bro, you can't say that!
I can't say that! We were with these lesbians!
No, that's outing. That's outing.
We're talking about lesbians
that's
today.
civil lawsuit. That is civil lawsuit. We're talking about lesbians today.
We're talking about lesbians today, so we
No.
were, this is full circle. We were with these lesbians.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Well, you're not wrong, but you can't say that on the camera.
Yes, I can!
I don't know.
No one else even gonna put those pieces together. If people who are watching this from college are like Doctor Stranging things right now. They already knew.
Right. Okay.
We were with these lesbians.
Right.
We might have to cut there. And just cut to we were with these lesbians. Because no one else at school knows that we were with them when we became friends.
Right. But they know.
Yeah, and if you're watching this, fuck you. And I loved my purse. She's gonna be clocked and locked. We have some, not some ops. It's like, okay, so she thinks we don't have time to unpack this.
We don't have time. This is about
But
Wicked.
We were with these fucking lesbians, okay?
Right.
And it was like, people from school, and they were like, let's go hang out. And they were like, let's go grab McDonald's after class. Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they invited me and Victoria, but Victoria and I didn't know each other very well. And we went to McDonald's, and everyone had, like, gotten their order. But Victoria's order had not come out. I had already gotten mine. And the lesbians were like, let's just leave. Like, oh, it's taking too long. And I was, like, standing with them, and I was like, maybe let's not ditch the person that we're with. Like, and I was like, maybe, because we were in, like, a new area, too. And I was like, let's not ditch the person that we're with, because, like, none of us know how to get back to the dorm.
Mm-hmm.
And they were fully ready to ditch you.
No, literally.
Classic, we should have known then.
Right.
And then I was like, I'm gonna handle this. Mm-hmm. And I walked up to Victoria, and I was like, can I have your receipt? And I took it, and I was like, hi, my friend never got her order. And so then I come back, and I'm like, to Victoria, I'm like, oh, okay, they're gonna get your order. And by the time I've turned around, the lesbians are gone. And they had ditched both of us.
We were left alone.
We were left alone, and we each knew one of the other girls. So we didn't know each other.
Mm-hmm.
So then we just got McDonald's, and then we were just, like, talking about basically, like, everyone we went to school with. We were going to school with, like, there were some perfectly lovely people, but honestly, the weirdest people I ever met, we were going to school with at that time.
Yeah, even the lovely people were a little weird.
And that's what happens when you get a BFA in musical theater. Like, lower your expectations.
No, really.
You think you're gonna meet cool, like, I'm gonna move to New York, I'm gonna meet cool theater people. No, they suck just as much as the people you went to high school with.
Right.
They're actually worse.
No, yeah.
So.
But there were lovely people.
But there were lovely people.
Shout out.
Shout out to
Lovely
people we liked.
Yeah.
I guess also shout out the people we didn't like.
Oh yeah. Shout out to you guys too.
We know you're watching.
Okay.
So, and then that was basically how we started hanging out. That's
Yeah.
that story.
And she read my tarot cards on my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
That was also like, that was kind of our first hangout, but then we
Mm.
didn't really become friends from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the McDonald's incident happened,
Yeah.
and that's when we were like,
You're
you
right.
want to go see Howl's Moving Castle and be in the screen.
Oh, yeah! I had never seen Howl's Moving Castle before, and she was like, you'll love it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I booked the tickets, and I thought I was getting the second back row, and we were in the second row.
We was literally like this.
My neck hurt after.
No facts.
Crazy way to see Howl's Moving Castle for the first time, and I took an edible before we went.
Oh my god.
I walked out of that movie, I was like, I have no idea what just happened.
Right. But isn't it a great movie?
It's a great movie. It's lovely. Thank you
Yes.
for putting me onto that.
Of course.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's so funny. We were
Oh my
literally so
God.
close to the screen. And I was
And-
wearing, oh my god, green hat, green sweater, green sweatpants, green shoes.
I don't
Was
remember.
I a monster?
I don't remember that you were Elphaba.
I was Elphaba.
I
was
don't
living
remember
my
this outfit
Elphaba
at all.
realness. No, I had always everything that I
It was.
had to be matching.
It was actually, yeah. I know
It's
you're right.
so it inspires
It's 'cause
fear
you're
in my
Virgo.
heart. But like every time I see it, I'm like, yes, it's the same color, but none of the cuts look good together.
Why are you
There's
roasting yourself right now?
No, because the more I think about it, the more pissed off I get. Because that was supposed to be my prime. I was moving to New York, and I'm over here dressed like a fucking avocado. And for what? Like, I'm... Oh, anyway. Small tangent.
So
but I
that's
feel like we
kinda-
were both cooked and chopped.
Oh,
Fashion-wise?
I caught a stray. I got a stray.
Remember that picture from
Yes,
that
I
Olive
know
Garden?
the picture. Yes, I know the picture. Has to
So
stop.
cursed.
It has to stop.
Can we put the picture up on the
No, we can't.
I think we should.
Okay, if I can find it, I'll have
Okay.
resetted it in.
Okay. I thought we were talking about us and our experience.
Moving on.
Okay.
We actually were in college. We had people who had been in Wicked on Broadway, like in Chicago on tour. Like we worked with several people who had been in Wicked before.
Yeah.
So we kind of, I feel like everyone at college was going through a Wicked phase because we had so many teachers who like had been in Wicked.
Mm-hmm. So,
like, we kind of got into, I mean, like, we were, of course we listened to Wicked before that, but I feel like we had, like, a really intense Wicked experience in college, even probably more so than, like, most people, just because we had weird circumstances where Wicked was just inescapable at all
Yeah.
times. Which isn't a complaint. Like, it was really enjoyable. I enjoyed indulging in Wicked in college. And that was when they announced that they were going to make the movie.
Right.
We were in class when we found out the casting.
Right.
Yes. And we heard Cynthia Erivo and we were like, thank Christ. And I heard Ariana Grande and I talked a lot of shit.
Me too. Well, I was like,
Listen me.
Vocally, I was like, she's got it. But I was like, I feel like Glinda is a character that has, like, so much, like, nuance.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I've seen her play, like, Cat Valentine. And
Right.
I'm like, the character is always the same the whole
Mhm.
time. And I was just like, I don't know, like, it really matters to me that Glinda's portrayed well. So I was like, I don't know.
Right, because we had actually both, too, like, with our own Wicked hyperfixations, again, this is well before the movie, I did, like, all of Elphaba's songs in college, mostly because we had so many teachers who were in Wicked, so people didn't want to touch Wicked material,
Mhm.
and I'm a total asshole, and I'm going to try to do every single Elphaba song.
Right.
So I was, like, hyperfixating on Elphaba, but you were, like, hyperfixating on Glinda during school,
Right.
which is very interesting for our friendship dynamic. So, we're just special. We're like Elphaba and Glinda. But if they were friends and not lesbians.
No, exactly.
You thought you were a lesbian when we first started school.
Yeah.
And then we went to the Met, and she took a photo of a statue's ass, and I was like, you might like men too. And she was like, no.
Well. And now I have a beautiful man.
Oh.
What?
I don't know. This is what nobody wants to hear nowadays.
No facts.
Sorry, we're letting you down. We're bisexual. We're both bisexual, and we're really letting down the community.
Yeah. We still love and support
The lesbians.
the lesbians.
How many times we gotta counter up every time we say the lesbians
No,
in this
literally.
episode? Oh lord. Right. Okay. So that was our first impression of. Oh, of course. Now our neighbors are running a marathon upstairs. So
Fee fi fo fum.
yeah, if you can hear that, we're sorry. And then yeah, we saw whatever. We moved in together after college, and then we saw Wicked Part 1, and obviously it was life-changing.
Yeah, like, I didn't know what to expect. Like, I was like, well, I'll like it because it's Wicked, but I don't know if I'm gonna love it because I feel like, I don't know, the expectations were kind of low.
Yeah, they
For
were
me.
actually for us.
And, then, like, when the movie ended, I was like, this might be one of the best movies ever made.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
genuinely thought that. I was like, I was engaged the whole time. Like, everything was put together so flawlessly.
Every emotional beat hit just the correct way.
Yes, like, I don't know, like, the way it really felt like you were watching it on stage. Like, it had that, like, on stage Broadway feeling for
Yeah.
me, but with the movie execution and the movie, like, scenery and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I really liked about it, because I was like, okay, so it's not trying to be, like, a very natural musical kind of thing.
Yeah, they took inspiration from, like, classic Broadway and, like, how
Exactly.
movie musicals used to be filmed and the technique of doing it.
Exactly. So I feel like that really translates well, because I feel like now people want to make, like, musicals like Les Mis.
Mm-hmm.
That it's, like, it wants to be a drama more than it is a musical.
Yeah.
So it tries to, like, make it as natural and stripped back as possible. And maybe that
like
serves
the
that
fucking
show,
Mean
but-
Girls movie.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that really pissed me off. Hate that. Hate
We're
that.
sorry, Renee Rapp. We love you.
Yeah, I literally love Renee Rapp so much, but...
Girl. Anyway, it's not her fault. Oh wait,
Not
that's
her
the
fault.
song at the end of the movie.
Oh.
You know what? She said what she needed to say.
She needs to say.
But no, I agree. So it's, I think, yeah, most modern movie musicals nowadays flop because they literally are trying to trick people into, like, seeing something. They're like, it's not a musical, and then they're like, surprise, it's a musical, but you can't really do that with Wicked, and people want it to be musical. So, right, when you lean into the fact that a musical is a musical, whoa, it's fucking good.
Right.
Crazy. It's a crazy idea.
Exactly. People need to be more, like... They need to embrace other forms of theater or other forms of art
Mm-hmm.
into their own art because the world is ever changing.
Right. Right. It's almost like you pull inspiration from other art to make art.
No,
And
literally.
you don't have to... Art in a box is a bad thing.
Yeah, they get picky about little things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, just go with the flow. I don't even know what I just said.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just more so commentary on, like, the musical theater industry. So we went in with low expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Our bar was raised extremely high. Extremely high.
Mhm.
So then were you nervous going into Act 2?
I was. Because we had to wait, like, a few days after the premiere of it to see it. So we'd been hearing stuff about people saying it wasn't good. Or
I had
like,
heard people say point blank it was bad.
Exactly.
Which
I
was-
was
and-
like, oh my god, I can't even imagine a world in which it would be bad.
Right. Yeah, we were very dismissive of that. We were like, there's no way it's actually bad.
Mhm.
What we said up front, we were like, people don't know Act 2 of Wicked. Like, a lot of people were seeing Wicked for the first time, seeing how the story was playing out, and I was like, I think, because I think, here's the thing about Act 2, about Wicked in general, it is, in my opinion, inherently fucking stupid.
Right.
I think all of Act 2, quite frankly, like, and actually, Act 2 is, I would say Act 2 is my favorite, crazy enough. But, like, I love Wicked Act 2, but, like, I do think upon first watching it, no matter if it's on stage or in the movie, inherently there's some plot things with Wicked that are dumb. Like,
yeah. Very
we'll
forced.
we'll go into there.
Yeah.
Very forced. But I had been looking forward, knowing they were making the Wicked movie in part 1 and part 2, being an Act 2 lover, because my favorite song from Wicked is No Good Deed. And I love edgy Elphaba. Like, I love, Elphaba when she still has some, joy in her eyes, like some hope for the future. That's nice and all, but I relate a lot more to Act 2 Elphaba. So, that's why I prefer Act 2. I prefer darker things in general, which is why I prefer Act 2, but in saying that all, Act 2, the things that they force, which we'll get into, are extremely stupid, and so I think our reaction to seeing criticism online is like, oh, people are just discovering that Act 2 of Wicked is dumb. And it probably has nothing to do with the... And we were, if you're prepared to go in and go, it's about to get goofy,
yeah,
like, it's fine. So I think that was our initial impression of all the criticism that was coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like, because when you see it for the first time, it's like, why would that happen that way?
Right.
Like...
You're shitting me.
No, yeah. And so they all knew yeah, right.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
Like...
Fucking...
Yeah,
he's a scarecrow now.
Fuck.
He's a Tin Man now. Oh, right, the lion from Act 1. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there
what?
he is.
Okay, cool. Great.
So,
Thank
like,
God.
I can understand that part,
Mm-hmm.
like, that it's, like, really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've seen it, like, you could appreciate it better. But, like,
Right.
people who went into it, like, completely
Discovering
no
that,
spoilers, like,
I get that.
yeah, no, you're valid.
Mm-hmm.
But...
And I think the other thing that we heard that we were nervous about was that it was too slow. Which is the craziest thing I've ever heard about this movie ever. This is the fastest movie of all time. It's the quickest 2.5 hours of my life.
No, literally, something was happening in every second of that movie. I was like, this was not slow at all.
It felt like the Eras Tour. Like,
Facts.
how overstimulating it is. Song, another song. We're doing a little dance move. You remember this? It's like callbacks to the last thing.
No, literally. That's what it was. I was like, what the fuck? There's so much going on. So it was not slow at all. Whoever told you it was slow lied to you.
Point blank.
Point blank.
Or they don't know how to interpret media.
Facts.
Like, just because it's a long movie does not mean... Like, I understand it's a long movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think people are confusing it was a long movie that was tough for me for it was slow.
Mm-hmm.
I was calling out the fact that people have no media literacy. And isn't that every talk show that analyzes media? Every talk show that is analyzing media, every time it's like, nowadays, like, God, isn't the audience stupid now? Every time.
Oh, you guys are a little slow. Like,
you guys are killing me. But at this point, okay, we talked about how we felt about Act 1. Now, basically, what we're gonna do is, go through each song and, like, the scenes, after we're gonna go through the entire movie now.
Okay.
Speaking. And I'm gonna take this fucking hat off because I'm so warm, unfortunately. It's a lot. So...
Wait, fix your hair.
Can I fix it? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. It was all just, like, going, like, completely up when you took off the hat. So I was like...
Thanks for not letting me suffer like that.
Yeah, the pink antennas went a little crazy for a sec.
No, because with the pink hair and the whole green fit, I look like their lesbian love child.
No, yeah.
As I bump into the mic, everyone hearing my rings. Hi, guys. Hi at home.
Okay.
Anyways. So, start of the movie with Every Day More Wicked. How did we feel?
Oh, we're talking about Wicked for Good?
Now we're talking about Wicked for Good.
Did we talk about part 1 song by song?
No, we don't have to talk about that song by song.
Oh.
We said we loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was great. It was perfect.
We loved it.
No notes.
No
other
notes.
than sometimes the lighting was... That's really my only complaint with the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the lighting, I was like, and why is this whole fucking scene backlit?
Yeah.
But other than that, like, no complaints.
Yeah.
No
And I feel
complaints,
like
no notes.
the choreography or the blocking for Wizard and I could have been better.
Yeah, that's true.
That
And the
song's
Jeff
a little
Goldblum statue,
awkward.
that's crazy. That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, Wizard and I was definitely, like, vocally love.
Oh, right, exactly.
And I love her, like, emotions. Like, the way
Yeah.
she sings the song was so cute. I love it so much. But, like, something about the
The
blocking.
blocking, we're in a field.
We're running around the school just leaning on random things, like, jumping on frogs, what? Like,
Yeah.
and then...
She's so full. She hits that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaping. And...
Not Cynthia's fault. She works that blocking.
Yeah.
She works that weird blocking.
She did the blocking well, but...
And the story about Ariana finding the Jeff Goldblum statue and screaming.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was talking about one time she was, like, taking a walk on set, and she, like, turned a corner and saw it. She was like, I fully let out a scream. Which is the proper reaction to have to see the Jeff Goldblum statue.
Wait, the Jeff Goldblum statue? I think that made us laugh when we saw it for the first time.
Oh, I think we definitely
We were like,
did. We were
oh.
like, what? It really took me out of the scene. But they wanted to establish in that scene, actually what I think is, I'm just realizing this now, in which it is really, actually, good foreshadowing, is like, right, she runs to the end of that cliff, and she sees the wasteland out in front of her. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, I can see my future. But then that's really her. Oh, we're just figuring that one out right now.
Bitch. No.
So the end of the blocking's good. But that first part of the blocking.
But I wish that field wasn't, like, dead.
Right.
Like, why does it have to be, like,
She's in the wheat field. She is ruining someone's life work.
No, literally. I did not like the color.
Mm-hmm.
Because also it's, like, a hopeful song, so why is there so many sad colors?
That's true.
So, unless that's foreshadowing, too, which...
Perhaps.
But I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. So, that was a problem. And we did not like Jeff Goldblum in the first film.
No.
In the first film, I was like, because Thor Ragnarok's one of my favorite movies ever. And even in that film, I'm like, we're just letting Jeff Goldblum be Jeff Goldblum. But it's like Thor Ragnarok, so because it's such a silly, goofy movie, I'm really okay with that. I'm like, okay.
Right.
But, and this one, at least in part one, we did not like Jeff Goldblum at all.
It just literally just felt like Jeff Goldblum. Oh,
right.
My guy. He's doing his little number.
Yep,
Slow
exactly.
go.
And he's like an okay singer.
Yeah.
That's the thing also, yeah. Musicals, when they hire people who aren't actually singers to be singing, why do we do it?
Why do we do it?
Do we think that, like, if we have Jeff Goldblum in the frame for about 5 seconds, that's gonna convince a middle-aged man to go see the film? No. Probably not. No. Just hire someone who can sing. At least that's how we felt in Act 1. I feel like he was better in Act 2. Significantly.
Yeah, I definitely liked his character better. Uh-huh. And then even at times I was like, okay, he's the wizard.
Right, I forgot that he was Jeff Goldblum in the second film in parts. And we'll dive into that more later. But, yeah, in Act 1, I was like, this is Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum dressed in green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I think those were our big complaints. But other than that, very little complaints.
Yeah,
for Wicked Part 1.
Complaints. I think No One Mourns the Wicked. It was in my top 5 Spotify songs this year. And I think it's the best show opener. Like, probably ever. Like, No One Mourns the Wicked is the perfect Broadway song.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Like, it gives the actress, like, a lot of, like, depth to work with at the top of the show. Mm-hmm. So then it kind of is, like, this, like, push and pull of good and bad for Glinda to start her off so you know what her deal is. Mm-hmm. And then it sets, like, a part of, like, emotional Glinda so that then you can see the contrast between her being kind of carefree shiz Glinda.
Yeah.
Like, right after.
Mm-hmm.
And it covers basically everything you need to know before the show in a way that doesn't feel like they're spilling information.
Right.
It introduces you to Elphaba, to Glinda, and then, like, the Munchkin Land people, and it just basically, it gives you all the information you need to know for the show, while also being, like, such a beautiful song.
Yeah.
And it has ensemble moments, and it has solo moments, so it's just fun to sing as well.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Act 1 of Wicked, we liked it, we loved it.
We loved it.
So Act 2, going in, They do give us, like, the same overture, essentially, from the original.
Mm-hmm.
And then we shoot to all the Munchkins, and they're like, we're establishing we hate. Oh wait, actually no. The movie opens up with Elphaba beating the crap out of those.
Oh yeah.
Them
people
building the
working on
Yellow Brick Road. Yeah. And then freeing the animals, which I liked.
I liked that too.
I loved watching Cynthia Erivo beat some people up with the end of her broom. That was hilarious. And when she jumped on it.
Yeah, like proper like superhero like
yeah
moment, because she is a superhero to these animals.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Love that part.
Yes,
that was badass.
And then going into Everyday More Wicked, everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, we're so scared of her." And you see, like, from the people's perspective, it's like she's disrupting, like, just literally people, like, you know, because they're demonizing the animals. They're just like, oh my god, they're just, you know, probably the Munchkins, it's implied they probably don't even know about this, like, animal labor that's happening. Mm-hmm. And so then, from their perspective, it's just like, well, she just beat up some construction workers.
Right.
Like, this bitch just popped up, beat the fuck out of these construction workers, and dipped from their perspective. Like, that's crazy. Like, Elphaba, to be fair, her whole strategy is kind of, like, she is freeing these animals, I understand doing that, but
she kind of doesn't help her case sometimes.
She does not help her case sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
And they change this song. They do have changes in it. I think it's good because we're flashing around all of, like, right, we're flashing through Munchkin Land, and then we're all the way to the Emerald City, where people are also finding out this information. Mm-hmm. And I did like how they were, like, you know, they're spreading the propaganda, and you're seeing, like, the people of Oz, like, be indoctrinated. Like, I thought they did a good job of showing that, because you don't see that in the original musical. So I enjoyed that addition. And then we cut to the first change, where we go back to they do a reprise of, like, the Dear Glinda, and we see that, like, they introduce Glinda as a public figure. I know you have a gripe with the La La La's.
Right. Because, okay, the only thing I have against it is, how would anyone else know about the La La La's if they weren't there in that, like, private moment between Elphaba and Glinda? Mm-hmm. Unless it's, like, a metaphor for, like, Glinda taking all this, like, wanting to show people how to be popular, show people, like, good things, whatever. But I don't know, it just didn't hit for me. I was like, this is random.
You didn't like the la 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 la. You didn't like that?
No.
And Piero doing his weird little thing with, like, the stick. That didn't hit for you?
So bad. No, because why? No, because you're about to piss me off. Because why would she sing that?
Knowing she's popular now.
No, because she was already popular. And okay. Glinda, you can do whatever you want, sweetie. Like, that's all I gotta say.
So I do agree with you on your points. I get why it's in there to show, like, oh, she's a public figure now. Mm-hmm. Yay! Okay, this is who Glinda is now. And then we, I guess before that, actually, you have the change where it's Elphaba singing her new added part. I like that part, the Wizard and I reprise.
Right.
Because one thing about me, I love getting drunk at a karaoke bar and singing the Wizard and I.
Right.
So, a reprise for me. Oh, thank you very much.
More Wizard and I. Yeah.
I enjoyed that. It also establishes, like, Elphaba, while she's kind of in this darker place, at the end of the day, it's like she still is this optimist who thinks she can change the future and make everything better by using the Wizard and I as that. So I think that works really well there, contrasting to Glinda's, which, her thing is, you know, her kind of almost like I Want song is popular. Mm-hmm. So I get they're both reusing their I Want songs, but I think Elphaba's hits harder than Glinda's, which is interesting considering also their new original songs in this film. Right. So, Everyday More Wicked, I was happy with that. And then we pretty much cut immediately into that Glinda gets the bubble, and we only saw that clip of her stepping in that fucking bubble in the advertising 100 million times before we saw the film, so it wasn't funny at all by the time I got to the film.
Right.
It was funny the first time I saw it in the trailer, and then you showed me that trailer 900 more times, and then I didn't laugh in the theater.
On the subway,
right.
Everywhere.
Yeah, right. So, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. Can we stop this trend of putting, like, every good joke in the film in the trailer that I'll see 100 times, and then those are the only jokes in the film, and then, like, then the movie essentially isn't funny because I saw all the jokes already?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And it's sad because it would have been funny if you just kept this from me.
Right. Anyways, we're starting off with a lot of complaining. I think we already said, like, we did enjoy this film, but unfortunately it does seem like we're going to have more complaining coming up, because we go into, thank goodness I couldn't be happier. And first thing I said when I heard this was, Miss Ariana, where's the vibrato? Because straight toning, I couldn't be happier, was just a crazy vocal choice.
Yeah. I do like when she goes into, like, this really low register, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that sounds very pretty. But I also think, like, in a lot of songs, and also for I'm Not That Girl, the reprise, she wants to, like, show that she's, like, emotional through her voice a lot. And she did a lot of whisper singing, which, Miss Ariana Grande, you do not have that voice to be whisper singing. You can do it once or twice, but don't piss me off and do it for the whole song, because I want to hear you.
I think also another crazy thing that they add into that song is the announcement that her and Fiyero are getting married, and Fiyero finding out in that fucking moment.
And she's like, surprise, we thought you'd be, like...
The wizard, and what? Because why would that be a good thing? Like,
no, literally.
That was such an unnecessary additive. Like, that feels like them banging the audience over the head of, like, Fiyero doesn't want to marry Glinda. No, we know.
So sad.
We know because of the conversation that they're about to have. And that tells us the reason. This movie does a lot of like, spoon-feeding the audience.
Right.
And that's a moment of that. Surprise? What? This is... And then, I guess you really get to the point where you're like, I get why he's leaving her. Like, I guess they're really trying to double down that, like... They really doubled down on, like... Because, again, we've had this conversation about... The big chronic problem online with... one of them, people's interpretations of this movie is interpreting Glinda as a victim. And I think this movie does a really good job of explicitly showing you that she continuously is, like, making bad choices that harm other people.
Right.
And the situation with Fiyero, like, that's just a crazy... Can you imagine, like, you go home, you bring your boyfriend with you, your boyfriend is, like, meeting all these people for the first time, you're in front of your whole family at a family reunion, and you're like, we're getting married! He's like, what? And you're like, surprise? You're an insane person.
You're not well.
I think if we see, like... I think if you view this movie through the lens of, like, Glinda... And I think this is actually an interesting take on it. Like, Glinda's having, like, a manic fucking episode throughout this whole movie.
Right.
Even though, like, she's the one in control. Like, she's the one who's safe in the public eye. Like, she's, like, crashing out. And then you have Elphaba, who's, like, very steady in her way still. Like, even though she's been shunned from society. Which I just think is... I think if you view this movie as, like, Glinda having a manic crash out, it makes it more, like, unfortunately entertaining at the expense of Glinda. Like, having this... Which, it makes sense. Like, yeah, she kind of fucks up her entire life.
Right.
Which is maybe the point of the film.
Maybe the point.
Maybe the point that people are getting about this entire film franchise. I don't know. That's just me. Any other comments on this song, this part?
I just really love this song because it is, like, I feel like this is the little sister to No One Mourns the Wicked. Where it's, like, this one is not as good of a song, but it does a better job at, like, showing how torn she is.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is when she's, like, now just realizing that, like, what does it mean to be good?
Yeah.
Because she's always thought that she was good, but she didn't realize that her goodness means nothing if it's just words, if it's just, like...
If it's superficial.
If it's superficial. So now she sees that, and she's really torn because she thinks she's doing what she always known goodness was. And now, like, Elphaba made her rethink everything. So I feel like this is, like, the point where you're like, oh, she's fucked up about something.
Yeah.
And I feel like people can say it's, like, just because, like, Elphaba is gone, now she's, like, sad. But I really do think she's going through this whole crisis where she's, like, learning how to redefine her way of thinking.
Yes.
In this song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the way the song's written, it shows that very well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I mean, again, the thing about this movie always the staging and the blocking, like, with this song was beautiful. And, like, all the flowers and, like, all the fireworks, like, they made it very beautiful, right? Oh, and then, right, is it, like, Elphaba crashes it, and she tries to put the thing up in the sky, which I like. It's a good reference to the original Wizard of Oz.
Right.
Which I like that they're like, okay, so this is something she's been doing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives more context to that scene later. But then whatever message that she writes that's, like, so easily changed into the other one, I'm just like, Elphaba, girly pop, like, I feel like there was ways we could have thought about, maybe we could have made it, whatever.
Yeah, you just had to do the one thing Madame Marble can fuck with.
Right, yeah.
Like.
Right. And, like, you know she can fuck with this. She literally shows you.
Right, like, paint a banner. Like,
right.
Let's do something Madame Marble
Right.
can't, like, immediately manipulate.
Right. So, that's fine, whatever, but I do like, you know, you have Elphaba crashing it. And, at least, again, we're showing that she's being a domestic terrorist in the people's eyes. And, right, then Fiyero goes after her, which then is really shown, like, right, they chase her into the woods. It's a fun little chase sequence. I like the action in this movie. And they're chasing her through the woods, and then you have that scene where we're introduced to Fiyero's fuck-ass gun. What is that thing? What are the guns in this universe? I get that I guess they didn't explicitly want to have guns, but, like, why is he holding, like, what looks like a cookie dough roll that's green?
No, it was really...
Like,
I was like...
Him with his rolling pin. Like,
I could be staring down the barrel and I wouldn't even know.
No, literally.
Like...
What is that thing?
I don't understand the anatomy of this guy.
Fiyero and his rectangle. Girl, whatever.
Fiyero and his piece of celery.
That Jonathan Bailey is doing his best to make look threatening.
Yeah.
He's like... Okay. And I'm like, what is... And there's just, like, a little hole at the end of it.
No, literally.
Okay.
I hate this gun.
He's holding, like, one of those long Bath and Body Works perfumes. That's what that looks like to me.
Yeah. Terrible.
But then Elphaba, like, sees that, like, he's not... I guess he does something there. She infers that he's not really trying to find her. Like, he knows that she's nearby, but, like, is letting her go.
Right.
And she's like... Oh my gosh. But she's just like, he's doing that as a friend.
Yeah. Like, he's giving up all locations so I can hide myself better, but he's just my bud.
We're pals. That's what a good friend does.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so, right, that happens, and then basically the next thing we go into, which that scene's all fine and good again. Like, people were like, there's so much unnecessary stuff in this film. I'm like, and they're like, that adds nothing to the film. I'm like, this does add more context to why, like, Elphaba would still even be entertaining thoughts about Fiyero. Because, like, we've established 4 years has passed. Like, a lot of time has passed since the first film. And this is, like, you're right, you have Elphaba. She's desperate and alone. And she's been alone for 4 years. Like, she's had nobody. Like, nobody has showed her kindness in 4 years. And then all of a sudden she has, like, Fiyero letting her escape. And she's like, oh my gosh, someone still sees me and wants me to be safe. Like, after being so desperately alone, like, and Cynthia does the best, like, just the most, when he lets her go, Cynthia makes, like, the most perfect expression of, like, confusion and, like, being touched and heartwarmed and grateful, like, all at the same time. Like, Cynthia Erivo really, like, a once in a generation talent. Like, I don't need to say that, everyone knows it, but it's just, like, in moments like that, it really comes through, where, like, she does so much by doing so little.
Right.
She's just fantastic. And, yeah, that absolutely... Right, because then you understand where this yearning for him kind of comes back, where
Mhm.
she starts going, like, that is the first moment we have, like, because you have Elphaba who's so selfless and so, like, literally will lose her entire life to try to help others, and that's the first moment you have that she has where she, like, takes a moment for herself, essentially.
Mhm.
And it's just wonderful to watch Cynthia Erivo do what she does.
Right.
So that, and then after that, the next song they go into is No Place Like Home,
Mhm.
which I love. I love that they gave her, like, a Disney princess number.
Right.
That's what that feels like to me. Like, we have, like, the princess in the woods, but, like, she's a witch, and I love a spooky bitch. I fucking love a spooky bitch who's, like, soft.
Right.
That means everything to me. And, like, just, like, showing that, like, just, like, you know, singing to birds and animals, like, right? That's a motif to show that, like, a gentleness and a kindness and a goodness. Like, they do that so well. I think having, because when I first saw the name of the song, I was like, we're trying to do some forced bullshit as, like, a reference to Wizard of Oz, and you're gonna piss me off. Because I do not like fan service. Like, it's just so unnecessary to me, and I think it takes you out of the film rather than engrosses you in the film,
Right.
unless it's done correctly, which I love. Then you also have her, they just paralleled her perfectly to Dorothy in that moment of, like, right, saying No Place Like Home. Like, you think about Dorothy, she's a young, innocent girl who just wants to go home. And, like, it's the most relatable thing ever. So then to put Elphaba and go, no, she's, like, she's Dorothy pushed down such a dark path.
Right.
And I think that is brilliant. And just having the moment where she sings to the animals and have that, like, fairy tale Disney princess moment while still being dressed as a goth baddie means the world to the weird bitches.
Yeah.
I felt so seen, and, like, and just, like, the whole theme of that song, I love how it sounds. I think it was a great addition to the movie. I could talk endlessly my praise for that song.
When I first heard it, I was kind of like, it's not really giving, like, obviously she sounds incredible, but I also don't like when verses are kind of spoken like that. Like, that to me, like,
Yeah.
it doesn't do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the melody
Yeah.
of the sung parts. Like, I really do like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, for me, when I was watching it, I was like, I mean, I like the song, but I'm like, what is this doing right now? Like, the more I think about it, and with what you just said, I'm like, okay, yeah, then I can see why this was, like, an audition to the movie, but I'm gonna admit that the first time I saw it, I was like,
Yeah, I think that's fair.
this could have been an email.
Yeah.
Like,
uh-huh.
But she sounds great on it, obviously,
Yeah.
'cause it's Cynthia, but...
I do think, right, if you're writing a song for Cynthia Erivo specifically, they really could have pushed that.
Right.
And you're not going to write a song that's going to, like, outdo No Good Deed. Like, you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
So, I do think they could have let her...
Yeah, it's a very
do her thing more.
tame song,
Yeah.
which I think works, but also if it's Cynthia Erivo and it's a song that, like, takes so much emotion because it's, like, the only place I can't go is home.
Yeah.
Like, that is a lot, and I'm like, I feel like that would be a bigger song.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree with that.
that...
They could have made it
just
more
needed
urgent.
more feeling,
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah, I think it's a direction thing
Yeah.
and a writing thing of, like, the song needed more urgency.
Yeah.
Because she kind of does win the animals over by the end, where they're like, maybe we will fight.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, she could have actually tried to convince them a little.
Fight.
Right, that's what they sound like. They're little animals, and and she, like, but she with that, it is kind of a tame song, and they're like maybe they're considering it, and then the fuck ass lion shows up.
Don't talk to me about that stupid ass line.
He grew up real quick.
He grew up real quick.
4 years. It's just how quickly do lions become, like, mature adults? Is it 4 years?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that lion. But also, then all this thing too. They were like, you better be excited for who the lion is, and then we give the lion 5 lines.
No, literally, Coleman
Okay.
Domingo got his check in like 5 hours.
Yeah, and good for him.
And good for him.
But I was like, even then too, when people were like, who's gonna be lion? I'm like, I don't know why you care.
No facts.
For him to say 5 lines, or him to be a bitch to Elphaba. Okay.
Ooh, don't get me started with a stupid fucking bitch. Because I fucking hate the lion. Because, like, no way I went out of my way to help you.
Right.
You wouldn't be talking right now, you little hoe.
Right. Right.
Like,
Mhm.
it really pisses me off. I was like, get the lion off my
Uh-huh.
screen. I don't care. I don't care.
Traitor.
Traitor!
Oh my
And he was
gosh.
really like, oh, you're mad at Elphaba because you're a bitch?
Like, the Tin Man got way more reason to be upset.
Right,
Like, honestly,
I get the Tin Man.
fair enough from his perspective, from the limited knowledge that he has about the situation. He can stop to ask, but he straight up doesn't. Whatever, girl, whatever.
Right.
But like, I understand his frustration a little more than the lion. Like, the lion, it's like, you just a bitch. Like, that's just who you are in your soul. That's who you've always been. That's who you'll always
Right.
be.
And you don't want to take accountability for your own fear.
Right.
So you're blaming someone who helped you?
Yeah.
You're about to be my coat if you don't stop yapping. Because
No,
You're about to
because
piss me off.
this film loves a problematic man.
yeah.
So much. And then all the animals are like, we gonna listen to him. And they dip. And, okay, Dulcie Bear did not try hard enough to be like, yeah, I rock with her. Like, no, she's telling the truth.
No, Dulcie
She
Bear-
could have tried harder. And said she was ready to uproot her whole life. Rather than just defend her girl that she raised. Could you imagine if, like, your nanny was straight up like, girl, nothing I can do for you. You could say something.
Yeah.
You said, you're gonna watch me here in clown. She's like,
And she
but
was
I
like-
believe in you.
No, literally, she's like, I know you got it. And she leaves.
You got this. But then she's gonna come back and hear that she dead. How are you gonna feel then? Dulcie Bear.
Dulcie Bear. Dulcie
Because
Bear.
I was rocking
How
with
you
you in
gonna
the
feel
first
then,
film.
Dulcie Bear?
Dulcie Bear, I was rocking with you in the first
No,
film.
Dulcie Bear, we thought you were with us.
Right,
You were
but
against us.
you lost the plot, Dulcie Bear.
Dulcie Bear. You let the propaganda fucking get to you, girl.
You were literally willing to pack up, leave everything rather than just defend your girl.
And let people slander basically your daughter.
Right. Because you know her mama wasn't raising her.
No, fact. Her mama dead.
Oh.
Mom was 6 feet under.
Yeah, all we got
So
is this
all
fuck
we-
ass not dad.
Yeah, not dad. That's another asshole that we hate.
And we have to unpack that in this movie. That's another thing, I guess, talking about, if you don't know Act 2 is stupid, I forgot that part of the reason Act 2 is stupid is that Elphaba is the wizard's daughter.
Right.
I choose to forget that plot line every day, even when I've seen the stage show twice. And I also ignore that moment every single time, because it's so stupid.
Yeah.
We'll unpack that soon.
Yeah.
So, No Place Like Home. That's how I feel about No Place Like Home. Then we
The
get
fucking rampage on
into...
Dulcie Bear was really crazy. I'm just processing what just happened, and I'm like, wow.
She was a bitch for that.
Okay.
Then we go into Wicked Witch of the East. So the whole scene. Well, first we get the whole scene well before that
Mm-hmm.
with Nessa and Bach. And Bach is like, they announce that Fiyero and Fiyero and Glinda are getting married.
Right.
And he's like, he doesn't tell Nessa, but he's like, I gotta go to the city. And she's like, bitch, I think you will. And then she takes away an entire race of people's rights to transportation so that her boyfriend, who don't even want her,
Yeah.
will stay in the city.
But no, because he said, well, didn't he tell
Oh, he tried
her,
to break
like-
up with her.
Yeah, he was
He
like,
did.
I'm leaving tonight.
Yeah, he was like, I don't think this is working anymore. And also then he too was like, I think you're being like too hard on like these laws and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, don't tell me how to govern.
Yeah.
But she was being a menace. So Bach was kind of valid in that moment. For being
Mhm.
like, hey, don't be a menace.
Right.
She was like, shut the fuck up. And then he was like, I'm breaking up with you. I gotta go. And then she's like, do you like your rights?
Nope.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye. You're never leaving Munchkin Land again.
So that's, like, really the craziest bitch in the film is Nessa Rose.
Yeah, and I've always hated her.
Mm-hmm.
I've always hated her. In the first movie, like, Elphaba cared about you so much, you hoe. And you watched her dance at the Oscars, and you said, I can hardly watch. Then go
Yeah.
do something. Go dance with your sister.
Right.
Like,
No, because...
Nessa-
And I think, well, the weird thing, too, is, well, like, online culture is the actress who plays her gets so much hate because people dislike Nessa, and I'm like, you realize it means she's doing a great job.
No, literally.
Because
you're actually dumb if you
From
do that.
every interview I've ever seen with Marissa, the actress, and, like, every TikTok she's ever made, like, she's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And she's well-spoken, very educated, like...
Funny.
Very funny, beautiful.
Beautiful.
And it's like... So people hating on her for disliking her character... Girl, that means you did a great job.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? You're gonna piss me off.
And even she will be like, Nessa's annoying.
Yeah.
Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Like, I think she literally said, like,
I think she
Nessa
has
can
said
be
that.
a messy bitch.
Right.
But she knows. And she did a
Mhm.
great job at playing her, because...
Yeah,
she
Nessa
ate.
was so unlikable.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like, what is the matter with this girl? It's like, Nessa is the ultimate victim complex character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Nessa is just like her whole thing of just like, she's trapped in a victim mentality, and it's just like crazy when like, and then she's a bitch about it to Elphaba instead of feeling like, you know, because right, like, her life is Nessa's life by no means is perfect. Like, she has very valid struggles. And the thing is, it's like, you think you would relate to your sister over those things, rather than being a bitch and then being like, you make my life worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when all Elphaba ever does is, like, try to, you know, respect her wishes and boundaries, and then also be there for her whenever she needs, at the drop of a
Right.
dime, Nessa stays ungrateful. And so Nessa's always been just absolutely crazy. She has, crazy daddy's girl mentality, which is why she goes crazy once she's the governor and she loses her dad. Like, I get it, whatever, your dad just died, but like, girl, whatever. That doesn't mean you get to take away people's rights.
No, literally.
Like,
and she's like, well, they're pressuring me to sign this about the animals, like, needing, like, a public, what was it? Like a
visa to travel.
And, girl, you could have done something. She just wants to be so far removed from the image of her sister.
Right.
That she will just do anything to, like, not be like her.
Right.
So, I think that's part of it, that she's just, like, she doesn't want to be that kind of wicked, but she will be a dictator.
Right. Which is, but, like, right, they're already living in a dictatorship, so of course that's
right.
okay to do. But yeah, Nessa Rose is a Republican.
She is.
Lots of Republicans in this film. Like, the Wizard is Donald Trump, and I'm sorry, Glinda's Pam Bondi. She is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So we love Glinda. We love Glinda. We love her
Glinda
arc.
so much. I love Glinda.
But yes, that is. If you didn't understand, I mean, obviously they didn't write it with that implied political connection.
Right.
Like, but it's just like, oh wow, a musical about fascism reflects fascism in real life. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy how that happens.
Right.
Anyway, so Nessa's being a Republican, and she takes away Bach's right to travel because he breaks up with her. Then a couple days later, right, Elphaba shows up, and that's when Nessa, again, is victim complex. She's like, I want to feel how it felt again that night at the Ozzfest when everything was perfect. And I get we're referencing, like, something that happened on screen for the sake of that. But it's just, like, people with a real victim mentality really will go back and be like, I was so happy with someone when they knew nothing about me and I wasn't close with them at all, because I can't be close to people because if they actually get close to me, they find I'm a horrible person. So make him go back to when, you know, when we were first dating, when he knew nothing about me and I knew nothing about him. People with victim complexes, that's how you sound. You sound like Nessa Rose. Think about it.
Get it together.
Yep. So, then the world's craziest sequence of events happens.
No, but it was done so well.
It
I
was.
was locked in.
Yeah.
I was locked
Jaws
in.
dropped on the floor.
Yeah, but Nessa pissed me off so bad going to read that Grimoire.
Oh, Right, because then Nessa can fly now.
Right.
And Bach comes in, and for some reason, Bach's like, this solves all your problems.
Yeah.
Like, her problem, like, she really was able to get around her wheelchair. Like, she was doing well. That was, like, not her biggest problem in life.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bach has a weird relationship with, like, disabled people that needs to be called out. That's problematic. He does.
Yeah.
He does. Bach is ableist. That's horrible. And her to like that's the thing. They're toxic and horrible to each other.
Right.
They should break up. Like I'm like, let him go. You should break up with him. This man has been thinking about another girl the entire time you've been in a relationship. This reminds me of another couple I know. Calling out the lesbians. We're calling out my stalker.
Right.
Yeah. And they're all probably watching.
Hello.
Hi! People who are not those three people are like, damn, what's up with in their personal lives?
No, it's the way we've called out so many people so far.
It comes up because we're talking about toxic behavior.
Right.
So I'm relating it back to you, okay?
This is about you.
But it's literally like he's been with his girl for like 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably, like, I don't know if Nessa kept going to school or if she just became, I guess she just became governor. So her dad dies. And Bach I guess he does drop out of school for her then, implied. Who knows? There's no reason Bach would have to stop going to school because his girlfriend's sister became a domestic terrorist.
Right.
What that got to do with him? But he makes it about him. Anyways, so, right, and then, but their relationship is so toxic. They need to break up. Over. Done. And so then, Nessa's flying, and he's like, Nessa, now I can really break up with you. I know we didn't break up before. I know our breakup before wasn't successful, and you took away my people's rights to keep me here. But now that you can fly, we're good. Like, that's his mind. He's like, and I gotta go tell Glinda I'm in love with her. To everyone in the room, you sound insane.
No, literally. First of all, leave Glinda alone.
She didn't want you in the first place.
She just never wanted you. But Glinda kind of misled him because she was nice to him. In a way to get things from him.
Right, but he was being he's an incel.
He is an incel.
He was demanding her attention. So
Well, yeah.
she was trying to get him away without literally being like, no, you're disgusting and short. Like,
yeah.
She was nice to him. As far as, like, Glinda's the villain in many moments. Any way she treats Bach in any moment, I don't see as one of them. I think everything she does to Bach, she's quite frankly very friendly to Bach. What does she do? She sets you up with a girl who wants you, who is beautiful. And
True.
Has a great job. We're probably making a lot of money. You live in probably a very nice house if you sleep in the same bed as that woman. So she set you up for life. And you couldn't handle a bad bitch who was crazy. You definitely can't handle a bad bitch who is a tyrannical leader. Let's read the room.
This could never be you.
Like, I've never met a character so deluded as Bach from Wicked. Like, what universe? And also then, like, if Bach thinking he can compete with Jonathan Bailey. What is happening? Because he doesn't know any of the stuff going on with, like, Elphaba and Fiyero. Or it's, like, it's implied from the cut scenes that he kind of did when they were in school together. That was, like, 4 years ago. Like, so he's got to, like, what? He only knew was that Glinda had feelings for him. Like, that wasn't, like, so just... He's probably in his head, like, Elphaba, let's team up. We can make this work.
Like, this...
But he doesn't...
plan's a little flawed.
He never gets to pitch that because Nessa then decides to try to kill him.
Right. Essentially.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna make your heart stop beating. Like, you have no heart. And she's right.
No, yeah.
Nessa's right. That's the thing. They're right about each other because they both are toxic and horrible.
Right.
And then Nessa's like, I'm gonna shrink your heart, and then immediately is like, Elphaba, save him!
No, and then she's like, it wasn't me, like blaming it on Elphaba. Yes, bitch, you took the book, and you were speaking, gibberish, and now Bach is gonna die. So...
Bach.
No,
that's her. That's Nessa Rose.
At the end of the scene where she goes,
Right.
I saw someone that's like...
No, you said...
I sent you that, right? I was dead. It's it's like a chicken... What a chicken says before you kill them or something.
Right.
Just terrible. Bach is just such an unfortunate name.
Yeah, it is. And let's not even get into the Ariana Ethan Slater of it all. We don't even have time to unpack all that. But so right then, Nessa Rose, I'm telling you, this podcast is gonna be a whole 2 hours. Just like the film.
Just like the film.
Thank Christ. So
I didn't realize we had been here for that long.
we're just that funny.
Yeah. Time goes by when you're having fun.
So, right, then Nessa's like, I gotta go, I can't even look, after she tried to, it'd be like stabbing someone in the heart, and then being like, I can't look, who would do such a thing? The fuck are we talking about?
Stupid bitch. I hated her.
So, she leaves the room, and then Elphaba's doing her best to save him, and I actually like how the excuse for turning him into a tin man is that there's just a lot of silver in the room. So she's just, like, working with what she has in that exact moment.
Right.
And then Elphaba comes out and she's like, well, he won't need a heart anymore. And Nessa's like, huh? And then Elphaba's like, I gotta go. And she dips.
Yeah. Then fucking, I almost said Ethan Slater. Then Bach, tears down the door.
Yeah,
with
goes
the,
full The Shining
well,
on the door.
Hey, the
Yeah.
handle's still there.
Yeah,
Like-
right, no. He really wanted her to know he had that axe.
No, literally, like, your intimidation, it worked.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay.
That was a lot.
Right. And then he goes out to, like, Nessa,
Mm-hmm.
who he just watched her try to kill him. And then immediately Nessa's like, it was Elphaba, and he's like, facts.
Facts, let me go get her.
Huh?
Bitch, Nessa would take accountability for anything challenge.
Go. Level
Go.
impossible.
Hate her.
And then he just runs out. Goodbye.
Yeah.
He just dips.
She's like, fuck!
Right. What's happening? And that's the most I really do feel like everyone like kind of actually knows that couple in real life. Just that super toxic straight couple.
Yeah.
That's them. Like, I'm sure the I was gonna say the girls taking their boyfriends to the movies, to see that. We are gonna take our boyfriends to the movies. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But I feel a lot of the girlies took their boyfriend and then felt a little uncomfortable next to them. Some of the girlies did.
Right.
So I need you all to think about that. Me when I'm constantly trying to get women to break up with their boyfriends.
If your boyfriend's bad to you, he does not need to be there. Don't let him be your Bach.
Yeah.
Or your Nessa Rose. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're the crazy couple representation in that movie.
Right.
And yeah, I will say though, the makeup for the Tin Man is excellent.
Yeah, and the reveal, like him coming out of the thing in the door,
Yeah.
that was really good. Like, it did give me, like, chills a little
Yeah.
bit. Like, very, very good.
Yes.
And they made him look scary,
Yeah.
which I appreciated.
did. I took joy in that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I view men in real life, like short men in real life.
Right.
Like short incels. That's what you look like to me. And know that I think about that when you approach me in public. So that happens, and then we have Elphaba pulling up to right when Glinda's about to get married. Right, because Glinda's about to get married, and Elphaba shows up, and they have that scene again that we saw on the balcony that we saw 900 times in the trailer, and they have like a weirdly intimate conversation, and like they hug, and that is finally nice to see them actually interact, because you're about halfway through this movie. And they are finally interacting, which is a little crazy. So that's again when this movie I think all those scenes that were added prior to this did add to it. And it does put that weight on you that they haven't seen each other in a long time. Mm-hmm. So while I think that's a little frustrating, I think that plays into it. So that worked for me, where I know that was a complaint for other people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, what do you think about their scene where they meet?
I thought it was like a really nice surprise, I guess, for not necessarily for me, but I was like, I'm glad they took it in this direction, that they made them like greet each other for the first time with like love, rather than like hate, because I think people were expecting them to like already be like on odds, or at odds with each other. because of where they stand in this, like, political thing, but the truth is, like,
Mhm.
they still love each other. And
Yeah.
they're still best friends. So it's, like, I'm glad that they showed that, like, even though, like, they're currently supposed to be at war, like, they still have so much love for each other, at least at this moment.
Yes.
And I love Glinda's wedding dress.
Yeah, I think it's very pretty.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people are, like, not vibing with it. Like, they say it's boring. But I think it's, like...
Wedding dresses are white.
Yeah. And I think her other gowns... I think in comparison to her other gowns, it's, like, a little bit more simple.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the point, because she's, like... When she wears these, like, big gowns, like, she's supposed to be, like, politician Glinda.
Right.
It's supposed to be performative. It's supposed to be big.
She genuinely sees this as her wedding.
Yes, she genuinely loves Fiyero, and she's, like, stripping all that back so that she can be her real self for him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, she really wants this to happen. I don't know that she genuinely loved Fiyero.
I think she does. I think she comes to genuinely love Fiyero.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she's always progressed, made their relationship, like, go to the next step, like, for the wrong reason. And I think it's because of, like, that is her great character flaw of, like, her want for power and her want to be beloved in the public eye. She loves that more than him. I think she does genuinely love him, but she always has taken their relationship to the next step for the wrong reason.
Yeah, I do think she has love for him, but I don't know that I would say that they're in love.
No.
So I feel like they don't really know each other.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wouldn't even say, like, Glinda was in love with him.
Mm-hmm. She definitely thinks she is.
Yeah. But she's not.
She has, like, crazy lesbian beard syndrome.
Yep.
Like, I think she's a lesbian, and I think she's bisexual.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yep. 'Cause I don't think her and Fiyero were going at it. Like, not for real. I don't really think so. I think they were both okay with that.
Yeah.
And I think she like, because she's, like, closeted, like, she doesn't know any better. She's like, maybe they did a couple of times, and she was like, all right.
And she was like,
I'm good.
Well.
Like, we really never see, like they like, have, like, the, like, smirk, like, kind of flirtiness, but it feels like a game when they interact.
right.
Like, it doesn't feel, like, real, like, ooh, like, ah, like, that's spicy. Like, you know?
Yeah. I think Glinda just really liked the chase of it.
Yeah.
It's like, she doesn't actually, like, really like him for real.
Yeah.
And I think that she thinks, like, the type of, like, shallow conversations and, like, shallow intimacy that they have is a relationship. So she's like, okay, period.
Yep.
I have a boyfriend who loves me. And she,
Yeah.
like, talks to him, like, once every few days. Like,
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fiyero was also bisexual.
Yes.
I mean, we saw how he was, like, interacting with those men and dancing through life.
Right.
Like, he was flirting with them, and then Glinda was like, I'm the most popular here, and he was like, okay. Like, she does ask him out.
Yeah.
Think about that. So, they show up, and then we have Wonderful happen. I think Wonderful is a huge improvement from the stage show.
Right.
Massively.
It's usually a skip for me.
Oh, yeah.
But add Glinda in there, and it's literally, like, one of my faves now.
Yep. I think I really like the idea of... I have this thought in my head of Glinda and the wizard, like, rehearsing it when they finally, like, get Elphaba there. Because, like, they really kind of have, like, a lot of little tricks that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, right, I feel like the wizard this whole time, like, right, he doesn't have any real magic, so he's been teaching Glinda how to fake having magic.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's basically it's just teaching Glinda magic tricks. I do think it's funny to think about the wizard and Glinda, like, hanging out, him teaching her magic tricks.
Aww.
It's a funny thought I have.
Yeah.
And then you have that whole scene, and they're doing the gimmick, and I think that scene is a huge improvement from the musical.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's necessary to show also how human Elphaba is, and I think in the stage show is very much just like, I'm going along with this to trick you to release the monkeys. But this shows that, like, at the end of the day, like, Elphaba really does want to be accepted and loved.
Mm-hmm.
And if she at this point she thinks that, I don't know why she thinks that she has tricked the wizard, or, like, convinced the wizard to no longer enslave the animals. Like, how she thinks that she just convinced him of that. I guess you could say Elphaba's still very naive to just think that worked, but I think also you could just say that, like, she wants it so badly that, like, until she sees something different, like, she's willing to, like, go off this good faith that, like, he is telling the truth. And I do like how Glinda is so happy to see Elphaba. And it's like, she's now like, oh my god, my wedding's perfect because now my best friend is here. And I like that element of it. I don't know, anything you want to add to this song?
I just think it sounded so much prettier
Yeah.
than the stage show. I thought Jeff Goldblum was really good in this song.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I loved the wizard in this song.
Yeah. It gives you that chance to, like, understand why the people of Oz love him.
Right. Exactly.
Which
like, that was good.
I think that's what Sentimental Man is supposed to be, but just fails on all accounts because it's just so unnecessary. Like, Sentimental Man is like, everyone loves me and I'm so great. And I'm the wizard. Like, we already know these things.
Yeah.
But thank you for spending 3 minutes of Jeff Goldblum dancing around this little town.
With a fucking...
hitting a beach balloon.
I was about
A
to
beach
say,
ball.
a fucking,
Beach ball moon. Thank
a
you.
balloon from the party last night.
Yeah.
And, like...
the last one. Like, whatever. The whole scene is girl, whatever. Sentimental Man.
Really, it's girl, whatever. It could have been a fucking email.
Right. Which then, like, you can... That's a song that I really feel like you can get rid of. And then you have, now with these changes, I don't think with the stage show this is the same, but with the movie, with these changes, like, Wonderful, I think it really gets that point across again, because now that we've seen Just the Wizard is evil, you go, oh, right, this is why everyone sees past this, and I think they do a great job of explaining, like, just, like, it's literally, like, I mean, this is not complex, like, commentary on fascism in any way. It's just, like, fascism for dummies, which is what a lot of you need. So, and it'll still go over their heads, even though we're doing Fascism 101 for dummies. But I do think the way that they just explain fascism in very simple terms, like when I was starting to understand fascism when I was a teenager and Trump was president the first time, I was listening to Wicked, I was like, whoa, they're really saying something. But I was like 16, you know? And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, it's what I needed to learn at 16 helped me connect dots.
Right.
That's what a lot of you grown adults need now. So, this is once again, we're doing the PSA that you're stupid. Oh. Not you, the viewer, but you who you share this to on TikTok to let other people know they're stupid. Thanks, guys. So, that happens, right? Elphaba's like, oh my gosh, yay, he's not gonna enslave the animals anymore. And then Glinda's like, yay, I'm gonna go get married now.
Yeah.
So then this pacing is a little crazy. And everything happens really fast from here.
Right.
And Elphaba, I do love the shot of Glinda walking down the aisle and Elphaba walking to see all the animals. I think those shots next to each other were beautiful.
Right.
So I understand the pacing's kind of crazy, but visually I get over it really quick because I like how the next scene looks.
Right.
And then I love watching Elphaba get to be a badass. She kicks butt and then throws the wizard in a cage.
Right. And she's like, run.
Yeah. She was scary.
Yeah.
I was scared of her. I loved that.
Mm-hmm.
That was, like, the first, like, taste of, like, now she's, like, it's what turns, it's the ball that's rolling of, like, the no good deed ball is rolling.
Right.
That's one where she, like, it's another thing that snaps her.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's, like, they're just gonna, where she realizes, like, you can basically, Elphaba realizes you never can trust a fascist.
Right.
So but it's disappointing because she just had this hope of, like, maybe everything could be different. Mm-hmm. And now she's, like, comes back to reality. No, it can't be.
Right.
And then all the animals storm out and they fuck up Glinda's wedding. Crazy scene.
Yeah. And then Glinda sees them together. Oh, then Fiyero comes in.
Yeah. They're like, oh, the witch is here. And I think Fiyero runs into the room, and he's like, go get some water. And he really is, like, the one, you see, I like that detail of, like, Fiyero's the one who stokes the fire of that rumor that water will melt her, to the point where everyone believes it.
Right.
Which is, I think he doesn't do it purposefully. I think he's just, like, trying to get them out of the room. And he's like, go, you have to do this right now. But it's a good building block piece that I think is better than just like, right? Because in the stage show, it's at the very beginning of the show, they're like, water can melt her! You know, they do that. And then at the very end, they're like, hey, do you remember when we sang that like, somebody go and melt her? Like, do you remember that? They were like, do you remember that? Those two lines? And then Fiera was like, water can melt her. The idiots.
Yeah.
How could they be so blind? Like,
these people will believe anything.
yeah, right. You're like, you remember that, like, 5-second scene from the very beginning of this act? I want you to remember it again, like, the last 5 minutes of the show. Like, when Dorothy throws the bucket on her. Like, that's really... but this, I think they do the good building block here of adding in that. I think he accidentally soaks out, which makes it feel more natural. I like when scenes have that naturalness to them of like, oh, I see how you accidentally laid the groundwork for this. So that was really good. I enjoyed that. And then they do the whole thing of like Madame Morrible runs in, Glinda runs in, and they, then Fiero goes with Elphaba. And that's really the moment where, like, I feel like the movie, that's where the tonal shift happens. That's, like, I feel like this movie almost has, because it's so long, it does have, like, 2 climaxes. Right. That's a climactic scene, which is what the show is trying to do. Like, the stage show. It tries to do that, but Wonderful doesn't hit as hard, so you don't care as much when she releases the monkeys. Right. You're like, whatever. But this does a better job of, whoa, crazy climactic scene. Now we understand why all of Oz is pumped up and is like, we got to kill her. Right. Because she just destroyed a public event that everyone was looking forward to. And it would be like interrupting Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding. Right. Like, if Charlie XCX, I won't stoke the Charlie XCX fans. I'm not a Charlie fan. I won't say hate. Hate's a strong word because I'm not even that upset about it. But, like, I'm just, like, comparison of, like, two people in the same world pinned against each other. Like, Charlie XCX walked in and was, like, released a horde of animals into Taylor Swift's wedding. The entire country would be gagged. Right. Like, that's what just happened. So it feels way more climactic to, like, right? And then it's like, oh, shit's serious. We have to go kill her. Whereas in the stage show, it's very much just like, she released the flying monkeys. Now we're angry. Yeah. Okay. So, again, I still think this version of Wicked Act 2 is a huge improvement from the stage show.
Hell yeah. The stage show is like 30 minutes too. Like, it's really the shortest second act I've ever fucking seen.
And I think that's why Act 2 feels a little stupid on the stage version. Obviously, they can't do 2.5 hours. Like, they can't do 5 hours on stage. That'd be actually insane. That'd be, like, torture. Like, you literally, like... But that's why, like, it's a different medium. And I feel like people were complaining, it was, like, about, like, the length of the movie. I'm like, did you want a 40-minute movie? They added too much. It's a movie.
But I wanted the movie to be longer.
Right. Like, right. Give me more.
Give me more. I want all the deleted scenes and everything.
And, yeah, we'll talk about those when we get them.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I felt like, every scene we've talked about up to this, I think feels necessary. Like, what, like, is there a scene prior to this that you would be like, yeah, cut that?
No, not really.
That's what I'm saying. Make an argument in the comments about scenes that should be cut. You can't find any. They all add to the story. People, that's a big complaint I keep seeing about this film. They're like, it doesn't add to the story. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Glinda's backstory.
Oh, Glinda's backstory, we did totally skip over that.
Yeah, I forgot about that too, but yeah.
I guess we forgot about it, so maybe that could be cut.
I love her. Like, little Glinda, she's so cute, and she did such a good job. Right. But I guess it didn't tell us anything new. Right. I was like, this didn't have to be here.
It just really established that Glinda would truly like to have magic.
Right, but I think we already know that.
But we already know that. So, I like that. I think you could have added that scene, and we'll get to Girl in the Bubble, and we'll talk about why that song can be cut. I think that scene would be better if Girl in the Bubble wasn't in the film. I think that moment, you can have that moment of, like, Glinda backstory, which I like. You get kid Glinda, and you get Kid Elphaba. I like that you've got to see both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that, right? Because then I think a big part of the film is like Glinda trying to explore goodness in real magic. And so I think having that, I can justify that being in the film
Mm-hmm.
as like a redundant scene. I'll acknowledge it's redundant, but I find it more likable than Girl in the Bubble, is just what I'm saying. And I'm more okay with the redundance of that scene than the other one.
Mm-hmm.
It was also beautiful, and I think also establishes how Glinda is so indoctrinated by her youth
Mm-hmm.
that she can think that what she's doing is okay.
Right.
I think it gives you a peek into her mental illness
Mm-hmm.
that, like, Girl in the Bubble, I think, is trying to do. I mean, it is doing a different thing, but I'm just talking about, like, things that are redundant. That's why I keep bringing up Girl in the Bubble. I think we'll get into why Girl in the Bubble is very redundant.
Right.
But yeah, don't know why people are saying this movie is unnecessary scenes, if that's the only scene so far we can come up with.
Yeah. And it's even, like, it's not terrible. Like,
Right.
I'm not like,
It's like a 2-minute scene.
Yeah. It's not like it drags on forever.
Right. It's not like, oh my god, I just spent 10 fucking minutes at Glinda's 5th birthday party.
No, yeah, it's never that. But it is like, okay, well,
This is
I
how
don't
this
feel
started
passionate
for her.
about it.
Yeah.
I don't love it, don't hate it.
Yeah.
It's
You
just
get it.
there.
It's just enough of, oh, cute baby Glinda. That, like, I can get over that a 2-minute scene has been added to the film.
Right. I also love the little Glinda's Puerto Rican.
Yes!
I love that so much.
Yes. That's actually iconic.
Get those rolls.
So, yeah. Now seeing the whole movie's taking a pivot.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going... Oh, Not That Girl. You have strong opinions about Not That Girl Reprise.
I think I love it on the Wicked soundtrack. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Kristen Chenoweth's version. Mm-mm-mm. But I think, like, it's kind of hard because I feel like this didn't hit as hard for
Your
me
crown's
because
falling off.
Oh, no.
There you go.
This one, it's hard because I feel like you can't, a reprise isn't gonna hit as hard because we saw the original song last year.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, like, one of the more memorable songs either.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the songs that people generally tend to forget about the movie,
Mhm.
even though I love I'm Not That Girl. So when we hear it, it's kind of like, oh, damn. This is, like, one of, like, the bad sides. Why is this shit, like, moving on my head? This is about to piss me off. It's, like, one of the bad sides of, like, having it in 2 parts.
Yeah.
Although I think that was the right choice, but,
Mhm.
like, this is just gonna be one of the downsides that come from that. And
Mhm.
also, I think Ariana Grande is so good at, like, singing softly
Yeah.
and singing, like, in a space that's, like, very intimate in her
Mhm.
voice. But I feel like she wanted to portray a lot of emotion in, like, this moment. So I feel like she was kind of, like, breathy singing,
Mhm.
which I really don't like.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear what you're saying.
Right.
And also, like, I know she's good at that, like, hurt, like, kind of, like, crying singing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just bring those out.
Yeah. No, I agree with all
That's
those things. And the lighting's a little weird in that scene.
Right.
I don't mind the staging of it by any means. Her
Mm-hmm.
walking through, I think that makes that scene a lot more active than
Right.
the stage show where they do change up the order a lot from the stage show of
Mhm.
things, but I don't mind the order switch
Mhm.
around for any of it. I think that the way they reorder everything is actually so much better than
Mhm.
original Act 2 of Wicked. Huge improvement.
Right.
And how Fiyero goes with Elphaba, huge improvement. From, like, again, I feel like the wedding thing, we do announce it in the film. I mean, like, so they, at the beginning of the thing, so it's like, I guess, like, that whole thing of, like, adding in the wedding that's happening, that, I guess you could say that's unnecessary and it adds more time to the plot, but which, again, we're just talking about people thinking this film's too long, but I'm like, it gives them something actively to be doing. So I don't have a problem with it.
Right.
Because at least, like, now we're heightening the situation of, like, oh my god, they're getting married and Elphaba just interrupted the wedding. Like, it just adds more pressure to the characters.
Mhm.
So I don't see it as a redundant thing. I'm just gonna keep defending this film for those reasons. And again, we've had our gripes with the films, but just, like, the big complaints I'm hearing about it, I just don't understand why people are saying those things. Like, this film is not as good as the first film. That first film is perfect.
Yeah.
But it's just not, like, I've seen so many people be like, this film's horrible. And I'm just really not understanding that.
I feel like people want to judge it on its own. This is a sequel.
Yeah, or not. It's not even a sequel. It's just part 2.
Yeah, it's just part 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like people want to, like, always judge it on, like, on its own.
Yeah.
And I was like, you have to judge it. Like, I agree, like, Wicked Part 1 is stronger on its own.
Yeah.
But this is the follow-up.
Yeah.
I was like, so it's gonna lean a little bit on the original movie, because that's what it has to do.
Yeah.
So it's like...
It's a continuation of the story.
Exactly. I'm like... Are we slow? Like, are we dumb?
I feel like people really wanted it to just have the same feel-good, like, feelings as the first film, and it's like, just rewatch the first film then. Like, why do you want a different movie to feel the exact same as the first movie you're watching? Right. I don't understand that. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, if you were like, you liked the first film for those reasons and those humor, like, that humor, that just means you have a preference for that film. It doesn't automatically make this second film bad. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, they're different because the story is progressing and the characters are changing, so it changes the tone of the story. Like, yeah, it's not going to feel the same as Act 1. That's the whole point. Yeah. The whole point is that time has progressed and things are different, and the characters are struggling with that.
Oh my god.
So, I'm not that girl. And then, As Long as You're Mine. I feel like it is funny that, like, right, she takes all the stuff off and, like, everyone's talking about the sex cardigan.
The sex cardigan was really crazy. Very chunky.
Yeah.
Very chunky cardigan.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with it at all. I know a lot of people were complaining about her costuming in that scene, but...
I thought she looked great.
I get that, like... And I'm on this, too, because I think the blocking with this scene is a little weird.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't love it. I think, like, she literally is like... You said this to me, so I'm quoting you. You were like, she literally says, kiss me too fiercely, hold me too tight, walks away from him.
Yeah. And they're walking in circles around the room, not close to each other. Like, you're contradicting the lyrics of the song. Right. I really don't understand that.
I feel like they really wanted to just make it okay for, like, families. Mm-hmm. They really wanted to make that scene family-friendly. And that's not what the girls wanted.
Right.
I wanted Jonathan Bailey to rip off his shirt.
Oh my god.
Yeah, full glistened up. Yeah.
Okay.
You wanted that, too. We all wanted that. We all wanted that. We all saw Bridgerton, okay?
This is true.
I actually was forced to watch Bridgerton by this one.
I love Bridgerton.
I don't love Bridgerton. That's not what this episode's about. I wanted him ripping clothes off. I wanted,
the passion. It was just lacking a lot of passion. Mm-hmm. The song sounds great.
Yeah, sounds great.
They both sound really good. Mm-hmm. Like, I was scared that he was going to get outsung by Cynthia.
Yeah.
But he actually held his own.
Yeah.
Like, they were actually pretty equal in that song.
Yeah. So it sounds fantastic, but the blocking, I really wanted...
It's so uncomfortable. It's like, why are you guys walking away from each other and just, like, staring at each other from across the room?
Go at it.
I get the imagery of, like, they have always been, like, so close but so far, and, like, you know,
so now mm-hmm.
you know, missing each other. So now it's when they meet at the end of the song, but it can't do that and then have the first lyric be, kiss me too fiercely, hold me too tight.
Right.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
I need that song to be 1,000,000 times hornier. Yeah. Actually, 1,000,000. That, like, 8 zeros, 1,000,000.
Right.
Times hornier. I need a AO3 girlie to get on top of that and rewrite that for me. I need to know details. Okay, details. Homework. Yeah.
And pictures.
Yeah. Thank you, please, and thank you.
Right.
In my head, I just in my head I heard the Gussie. Green.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
I need to know what it's like, okay? I need those details.
No, Cynthia's gonna come for you, because you know she hated that thing that said, is your pussy green? She hated
I'm
it.
sorry,
She called it
Cynthia.
out. I'm sorry, Cynthia.
Sorry, Cynthia.
We
But also
love
I'm
you.
not.
We love you in this
Yeah,
house.
we
but-
love you. We only say good things about you.
Yeah. But that was a little bit much.
That's what Piero wants to know. So
That's what he knows now.
that's what he knows now. I did like that she picks him up.
Yeah.
I loved that. That was great. That was when the song was perfect. In that moment with their harmony.
Oh,
that-
yeah. They both sing so pretty.
Yeah. That was fantastic. I actually really didn't mind the lighting in that scene.
Yeah.
It was just the
I like
blocking.
the little firefly things.
Yeah, the fireflies. Mm-hmm.
They were cute.
They full outside. Just
Getting it on.
crazy. That is
Hunching.
crazy. After, like, also the night of his wedding to your ex-best friend.
Yeah, that was a little crazy for me. I feel like everyone was
Mhm.
disrespecting Linda too much for me.
Yeah, it
Like,
was
on a
crazy.
personal
It was-
level.
It was crazy disrespect.
Like, I get that she's kind of fucked up,
Yeah.
but also, do we have to steal her man on her wedding day as her truest friend?
Yeah, and sleep with him.
And sleep with him.
Lose your
And have
virginity
him
to
point a gun. No, that's not yet. But have him be like, I'm leaving with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't at all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't at all.
I kind of understand from Fiero's point of view because now he's been forced in this marriage why he's crashing out. But
Right.
I do think it's a little crazy for Elphaba as her number one homegirl to be like, yeah, I'm gonna let you hit. But she's been very lonely. I mean, 4 years by yourself. You think everyone hates you? One person is like, I've been wanting you. I mean, I'd fold too, actually. And it's Jonathan Bailey. So let's have some sympathy for Elphaba. It's fucked up, but also,
See, when you put it that way.
right?
But I still think it was crazy.
It was really
disrespect.
disrespectful. It was
Crazy.
crazy disrespectful.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Right. And yeah, so but the music sounds great. As long as you're mine. Then Glinda is like, well, you could always like kill her sister.
Well, she doesn't say
Well,
all
she
that.
doesn't say that, but she heavily implies they should kidnap her and lock her up
Right.
and threaten her life to lure out Elphaba.
Well, Elphaba just stole her man.
Okay.
And you would too.
No. If you stole my boyfriend, I would not try to kill your sister.
You know what? Me neither.
Okay, see, because we might actually be better friends than Elphaba and Glinda.
No offense.
Yeah, I don't think the logical jump from you stole my man is
I'm gonna kill your sister.
I'm gonna kill your sister.
No, yeah.
So that's a little crazy, and I know she's very heat of the moment when she does that, and but it's not great.
Right.
So then the whole Madame Morrible time for the tornado happens, and
Which is her one and only cunt moment in this movie.
oh
Michelle Yeoh. I love Michelle Yeoh. I
Mhm.
loved her in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
I forgot the order. Loved her in that. And I think she's great in like every other thing that I've seen her in. But she told y'all she couldn't sing.
yeah, she did, and she did.
And she did tell y'all, so it's not her
Mhm,
fault.
It's not her fault.
But she
But
did
and
tell
I
y'all.
also, if they were like, look at this check.
Yeah.
I can't even hate on her too much, but I do wish that y'all would have listened.
Yeah. I mean, I thought she was great, especially in the first movie when she goes, "Listen!"
Yeah,
No,
that
she
was
ate.
iconic. That
No,
was
she
iconic.
ate. That was really good. So I liked her as Madame Morrible in the first movie way more. Because she didn't have a lot of singing lines, and all she
Yeah.
had to do was be like this kind of like sly, like
Mhm.
under
undercover
the table
yeah.
undercover villain.
Yeah.
So I think she's good at that. But in this one, when she had like a bigger role where she had to like play both parts, like play someone who's like very like, oh my god, and
Yeah.
also play someone who's evil, I feel like that contrast was like not nice for me.
Okay. I didn't think about her performance a whole lot in this film at all, quite
Yeah.
frankly. Yeah. Haven't thought a lot on it.
Yeah. Also sucks that they took some of her lines in the what's the song that she's like defaming our dear wizard with her
Every Day More Wicked.
Every Day More Wicked.
Yeah.
She took the ensemble solo lines, and I liked when it was like ensemble people.
Yeah.
Because it's
We didn't, yeah, she did not, she does not need to be singing when she can't sing.
Yeah.
With respect, and she told you she couldn't sing.
Yeah.
So we don't say that as shade, she also knows.
Yeah.
So, right, then
She's doing the tornado thing.
she's doing the tornado, and it's a storm outside. Bach's been gone for a while, but Nessa's like, I gotta go find Bach.
So she's outside in the rain
Right.
in a wheelchair.
And get a house dropped on you. Like, so that's crazy. And then Elphaba's like, waking up in Fiero's arms. And then she's like, I think someone dropped a house on my sister.
Right.
I gotta go check this out. And then we cut to the next scene, which is crazy because this is the halfway point in the stage version. This whole scene is like the halfway point. And then in this version, this is like story's almost done, which is crazy. So yeah, she sends Dorothy off. Why any of you thought you were going to be seeing Dorothy's face, why you all cared about Dorothy so freaking much, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just don't know why we were doing all that, but girl, whatever.
If anything, I kind of enjoyed that they didn't show her face.
Yeah.
At all, because it's like, her story's not important here.
It's actually not about her.
Yeah.
I mean, I have her on my shelf, love her, but not about her.
Yep.
And I really love the whole, what I would love, this whole separate movie where, we see her meet the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion, and they all just have weird animosity around each other.
Right.
I would love that. The scene where Elphaba is, like, on where the Wicked Witch of the West in the original is on the roof, and she's throwing the fireballs. That'd be hilarious. I would love to see that. And then, right, she catches the Scarecrow on fire.
She's like, burn.
Yeah, and then
now
he's
she
like,
feels
damn.
Oh. But yeah.
So, right, then they get into their little bitch fight, which actually, I didn't love the acting choices in that scene.
Really?
Like, I didn't feel like they were, like angry enough with each other.
Right.
I feel
they tried to make it a little bit lighthearted, because that's kind
Right.
of the last lighthearted point in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything
Yeah.
after that is just pure terror and horror.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
But you already have Ariana Grande doing the wand twirl.
yeah.
Like, you could still have that be a light moment, but I don't think they pushed them to go full send on that by any means. I feel like spitting venom at that point. And,
Right.
I mean, it was, like, halfway there.
Right.
So, I needed that scene to be upped a bit more, but whatever. And then Fiero shows up out of nowhere. Like, then the guards are there. Fiero shows up out of nowhere. He tries to shoot Glinda. He's like, Elphaba, go to this castle. I really wish he would have brought this up sooner.
Right. Well, he does.
Oh, does he? Oh.
When they're laying
yeah.
down. Yeah.
Right.
I forgot about that.
Oh,
until
yeah.
You just said that.
Mm-hmm. But would have been nice for Elphaba to know about this years ago. So that she's
Right.
been living in the woods.
Yeah.
I guess he has been trying to find her this whole time.
Well, yeah.
But I just feel like, I don't know, there could have been a way.
Mm.
But whatever. And then, right, he gets taken off. They're like, we're gonna crucify him. Just crazy that they throw that in there.
Yeah, very aggressive.
And Glinda kind of really, like, she does try to save him, but not for real.
Yeah.
She could have tried harder. So she was like, that's what you get, bitch. Cheater.
Get his ass! Like.
And then we go into No Good Deed.
The best song in the movie.
The best song in the movie. Oh my god, fantastic.
Best choreograph, best vocals, best
Yeah.
everything. Best instrumentals, hello.
I actually was chewing on my hand during the film.
Oh.
You didn't notice that?
No.
I turned into a kid, like, I was chewing on my hand, so excited.
Yeah, and by the way, we accidentally got them in 3D, so Elphaba was
Right,
here.
yeah, she was in our face.
She was.
And it's fireball, fireball, fireball.
We were like,
oh, she's mad, she's angry. Oh.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, no notes. That scene was
Yeah.
fantastic.
It's literally the best.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It ate.
Mm-hmm. And Yeah, and this is just when you start realizing, right, he's becoming the Scarecrow and everything, and that's again, I'm sure it was a moment that, like, I'm sure if you're watching this for the first time, you can't even appreciate no good deed, because you're like, he's the fucking Scarecrow, you're pissing me off, and then you're thinking about that, and that was, again, the first time I was ever introduced to Wicked, I was having the same thought, so I understand you guys, but that's just, this is what they decided to write.
Right.
This was in the book. Whatever.
Yeah.
Girl, whatever.
It has nothing to do with the movie makers and more to do with, like, whoever wrote the book of Wicked.
Right. Yeah, you have a problem with the Wicked novel.
Yeah.
There's nothing any of us can do about it. None of us like it either.
Yeah.
But, girl, whatever.
It's just so silly and goofy for no reason.
Let his flesh not be torn, let his blood leave no stain. That means you're a Scarecrow now.
And also, by chance, the Scarecrow that runs into
Yes.
Dorothy.
Right.
And the Tin Man who is Bach.
Right. And then the lion.
The lion who you saved.
Yeah. She's running into everyone she knows.
No,
she ran
literally.
into her ex-best friend, then she ran into her ex-best friend's ex-fiance, who she's now hooking up with. They don't have an official relationship.
Right.
She runs into Elphaba's situationship. Well, she's run into Elphaba too. First she lands on Elphaba's sister.
Right.
Okay? Then she meets Elphaba's ex-best friend. Then she meets Elphaba's situationship. Then she meets Elphaba's dead sister, who she just killed, ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And then she meets the lion, who Elphaba saved when he was a cub. And then she runs into Elphaba's dad.
Right.
She went to the whole family reunion.
So fast.
And I think it's just like too coincidental that everyone goes, that's stupid. Because it is.
Yeah.
And you're all right about that. But again, I've had this gripe with Wicked since I was like 13.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing any of us can do about it.
Right.
So I was prepared for that goofiness when the film started. But extremely funny to think about all those little interactions.
Yeah.
Like, do you think like Fiyero and Bach, like, I feel like Fiyero definitely recognizes Bach, because at some point, Elphaba's like, do you think she got to the point where she was like, I accidentally turned Bach into tin? Do you think that gets dropped?
Would've, yeah.
Do you think that gets dropped to him after, like, they're talking, like, post nut? Fuck, yeah, and, my sister's dead. Oh, Bach, what's up with him? I turned him into metal.
Right.
On accident.
On accident.
He was-
Actually, my fucking sister was like, grab the
Tried to kill him
Grithery.
first.
Yeah.
It was messed up. So
I
then,
know,
by the
it's
time
tin.
Fiyero, he's a Scarecrow, he's like, Bach doesn't recognize him because he's a Scarecrow, but he's like, Tin Man? That's what you just described Bach as. And he's like, I'm gonna kill the witch! Going into the next song.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. No, because he
So
really went
cute.
full send. He really went, March of the Witch Hunters. I mean, he does a great job.
Yeah.
He really does.
Hate Bach, but Ethan Slater you killed.
You really killed. It was scary. I mean, he really captures what it's like to be an incel.
Yeah.
Bach lives the full incel experience pipeline, like timeline, not pipeline. But he does go down the incel pipeline.
Yeah.
But the whole time, Fiyero following Dorothy, because she's like, well, I'm just off to see the wizard, and maybe you could come with me. And obviously, Fiero's like, ugh. But he's like, well, maybe I can figure out where my situationship is. But let's try not to run into my ex-fiance, you know?
Right.
And then he runs into Bach, and he's like, oh.
Yeah. It's like,
And then the lion cub, and he's, Fiero's like, God damn it.
what are you doing
What's
here?
happening?
Yeah.
So, and then Dorothy just like, I bet the wizard's a wonderful man. And they're like, yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
sure, girl, whatever.
Literally, the wizard actually sucks.
So, but yeah, March of the Witch Hunters, I think that's great. Great how it was filmed. Love all the shots of how they shoot to Dorothy. Again, Dorothy's like, whoa, this guy is really angry.
Right.
Okay. Whatever will get me home.
Okay, well.
You really see,
get
like,
the
you
witch.
realize how much Dorothy's on her grind. Or,
Right.
like, also walk there in metal heels. Fuck
Right.
you. I would be like, do I have to keep these shoes? This lady really wants them.
No, literally, can I just give them to her and she'll leave me alone?
Right. And so, and she's wearing the Nessa's shoes, and the whole thing is crazy how they tie it into the Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious. Like, if you look at it, if you have a sense of humor, it becomes a good thing.
Right.
Whatever. March of the Wind Hunters, 8. And then Girl in the Bubble.
The song has grown on me sonically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like it. I think it's cute to sing. But again, kind of like with Cynthia's song, too, I'm like, it's Ariana Grande.
Right.
This is such a huge moment for her where she's like, I'm gonna do the right thing now.
Right.
Like, that's when she decides. And I feel like that emotion was so much bigger than what the song gave us, both vocally and lyrically.
Yeah.
Like, it's just such, like, a mellow, like, sad song. But it's not sad. She's angry. She's, like, feeling like, it is sad because she has to let go of this version of herself, but it is more like, okay, I'm hyped to do the right thing now.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of emotion she has in the following scenes.
Yes.
So I'm like, I feel like it comes out of nowhere, and the song is not compelling enough that you're like, oh, I have to have this song.
Right.
So I think Ariana Grande sounds beautiful on it, but I think she could have done something a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, I don't think it's her at all. I think it's the writing.
Well, yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, it feels redundant. You even get from March of the Witch Hunters, like, her reaction to, like, listening to Bach. She's like, oh my god, I have to do something. Like, that reaction is enough. And if it's just like, right, the whole point of singing in musicals is when you have an emotion so strong that you have to start singing. Right. And there's just nothing urgent enough that she's singing about. That in that moment she needs to sing it. It's just, and then we end it with the popular Girl in the Bubble. Maybe it's time for her bubble to pop. We just wanted her to say Popular one more time. Guys, do you remember Popular?
Yeah. It was a little
Didn't you love that song? You remember how funny that was?
In the way that pop doesn't rhyme with what it said before. Say something.
Write anything else.
Yeah.
A Girl in the Bubble is very reflective of Stephen Schwartz's really successful Broadway show that just closed, the Queen of Versailles.
It's still open, Mama.
Oh, it's still open. I'm sorry.
January.
Oh, my bad.
But Queen of Versailles, possibly better than Wicked.
Yeah, it's been super successful, and Stephen Schwartz was writing Girl in the Bubble around the same time he wrote Queen of Versailles. So when we think about that, things make more sense.
Right.
So remember that Stephen Schwartz did release Wicked the year I was born.
Right.
So he's aged a little bit. I've lived literally my entire life since Wicked. Wicked was dropped.
Yeah.
I'm literally, like, Wicked the best thing since Brinley was born.
Since Brinley was
I was born 6 months before Wicked came out.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a whole year older than Wicked.
Yeah. So, Stephen Schwartz has literally... Yeah, we've lived an entire life since Stephen Schwartz had to write something for Wicked.
Right.
So, and it showed.
Right.
Anyway, so then we find out she's the one on the horse. Which people really give a fuck about that horse in the first film. They're like, who's leaving the castle?
Right.
I mean, like, that's why you're gonna watch the movie, we're gonna find out. But people were getting angry about that one online. Like, back in the day, when that movie first, they were really arguing about that. And I was like, I don't know why we're getting heated about this. Another thing, I was really like, we're focusing on the wrong things.
Right.
We're just talking to talk right now. And then I was like, oh, it was Glinda. I figured it had to be one of 3 people who were in that castle.
Right.
Whoa, it was one of the 3 people who were in the castle? Oh my god! I can't believe they revealed it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was taken out of proportion.
Yeah.
That one, at least.
But, yeah, so she shows up, and, oh my gosh, before that you get the Dorothy walking to
yeah, getting
castle,
picked up. Her little feet that were like, yeah.
That was the funniest moment in the entire movie.
Yeah, definitely.
This is an appropriate time to just very quickly tell the story of one time in high school. The first time I was ever invited to a Halloween party in high school. It was my senior year. I finally been invited to a Halloween party, and it was like the popular kids party. I'd gotten the invite. I showed up as movie accurate Judy Garland Dorothy. I made the slippers movie accurate Dorothy. Everyone I show up is in black lingerie and animal ears. I shit you not. And I showed up with a guy who was dressed as a banana. That was the vibe I was bringing to the function.
Who?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yeah. And everyone else, lingerie cat ears. I'm movie accurate Dorothy, and I brought a banana.
And I brought a banana.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's all to say. I really love Dorothy. So watching her get abducted filled my heart with joy. That was fucking hilarious.
And
One
I
of
thought
the
it was
funniest moments of the whole movie.
Yeah, it was so cute and funny. Like, since they can't show her face, to show her feet.
Yeah.
With the slippers on.
From the monkey's
I'm like,
POV.
yeah, from the monkey's POV. That is hilarious.
That was great. And then getting Cynthia yelling at Dorothy.
And Dorothy in the hole was like, take off those shoes. I was like, yo.
She really ate with that.
Yeah,
that's,
she did.
That's what I was saying though earlier about like when I wanted the scene between Glinda and Elphaba to be angrier.
Mm-hmm.
She's way angrier at Dorothy for having on those shoes than
Right.
she is in that scene. So that's just good comparison there. That's hilarious. And then we have For Good. And we immediately started bawling, crying.
No, literally.
Instant tears.
Instant tears. It's just, their voices sound so good on it. And the song is like, even out of the context of the movie, the song is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, the message of it, and it can literally make you think about 100 different things, 100 different relationships. Like, it's so, like, applicable to so many different things.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful song, and I really like the way they staged it. Like,
Yeah.
really nice and simple.
Mm-hmm. Cynthia and Ariana. What? Cynthia and Ariana, everyone knows how close their friendship is.
Mm-hmm.
And really just letting that shine through, that they really, they truly mean every word that they're saying. You can just,
Right.
it is so, it has that, it's a slow song, but, it has the urgency that, that song needs.
Mm-hmm.
And, they have to say this to each other. And it's, it feels so genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, it's, one of the best musical theater scenes on screen, ever. It's perfect. No notes.
Right.
And then they get through the song, and the door, we were victimized.
We were victimized. That was so aggressive.
Yeah.
It was really hurtful.
That whispered I love yous?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And them leaning on the door and
yeah.
Because that feeling of leaving a situation because you don't want someone to see you cry because you love them.
Yeah.
Top 10 worst fucking feelings
Yeah.
ever. And I feel like everyone's had to go through that. So it's
Mhm.
even more painful when you put it into that context.
Yeah.
It was too much for me, honestly.
Yeah.
I think I've taken a while to actually go see the movie again because I'm I felt like it just made me genuinely sad.
Yeah. It was painful.
It was.
In a good way. It was an impactful scene. They did their job.
They did their job, definitely.
And then, then people still complaints online too. They're like, how does Glinda believe that she's actually melted? Okay, another problem that's just it's the plot. It's the plot.
Yeah.
The Wicked Witch of the West gets melted by Dorothy. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying
to explain it because you're
right.
just gonna fuck
Why
it up
does
for
Glinda
yourself.
believe that? Well, Glinda, we just have established for 5 hours straight doesn't understand how magic works.
Yeah.
That's why.
Doesn't understand how magic works and will believe any kind of propaganda.
Yeah.
Until now.
Very susceptible to propaganda.
Very susceptible.
Up to 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. So, y'all expect her to be, go out there and be this isn't true. You can't get... What the fuck is she gonna do? She
right. She goes out there, she's gone.
She
watches her melt.
Yeah. Into a trapdoor. Hey, does the door
Which-
open like this? Yes. But who cares?
But, fuck. Yes, they should have done it differently. The door, and it doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
No. But that's what happens in Wicked, and if the door had gone down, it would have made it only this much better.
Yeah.
Only slightly better.
The door opens like this. She fell through. And how did the hat come off?
And it's still sitting
it's
on
still
there.
sitting-
We don't worry about it.
Who
We don't
knows?
fucking, it doesn't matter, but either way she gets melted, and Glinda goes out there, you know, after also being in an extremely emotionally volatile headspace, so she's just gonna believe whatever, and the hat is still there.
Right.
Right? Then you cut end of the film,
Mm-hmm.
and it's her going back to the very beginning. We thought we were gonna get all of No One Mourns the Wicked again.
Which would have been so
I thought
good.
we should have.
I thought we should have 100%.
I need
Oh
someone
my
to edit
God.
that together. Someone, when we get the full film, I need that edited together urgently. Thank you, please and thank you. That, yeah, and yeah, emotionally devastating. And then we go into the finale. We learn that Fiyero is the Scarecrow.
Who looks just like Ryan Reynolds.
What?
I've seen everyone say this.
I haven't seen this.
That he looks like Ryan Reynolds, and I remember I saw this before we saw the movie. When I
Mhm.
saw him, a bunch of people were laughing. Remember?
Yeah, people did laugh when that
Because
when
he
they
looks
revealed
so
that.
goofy, and he looks
He
just like
does.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, yeah.
So scary.
Crazy business. I don't even want to get into all the things I've seen said about this Scarecrow.
Yeah.
A lot of provocative things have been said about that Scarecrow.
Leave this man alone.
Absolutely crazy. I do think there are solutions for these problems for Elphaba. I'm not even gonna get into them, but there are solutions.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. I think she got a way bigger problem with the fact that she's venturing off into the desolate wasteland. But she did put that thing on. She put that crazy fit on to walk out. I'm going into the wasteland. Time to put on this sheer robe. Whatever, sure.
It's cunty era.
Yeah. And then, right, you shoot to Glinda alone in Oz, and you, like...
she does all that stuff where she sends away the wizard.
Oh, right, she sends away the wizard. Oh, we find out the wizard is...
Elphaba's dad.
Elphaba's dad.
Who the fuck cares?
Right.
Because they didn't even make a big deal out of it.
They just...
He
The
was
whole
just like-
film, he was like, I gotta drink out of this little bottle. That was one they were really pushing down the audience fucking
Right.
throats. Like, we
But
get it.
wasn't
Like,
even
okay.
that impactful. Like,
Right.
It's just something that happened.
Right. Like, again, something they're just like... I think that's the thing where it's like, okay, you want to have the wizard and the scarecrow and the lion and all that. You want all of those to be... You want to include that. Fine.
Right.
He just didn't have to be Elphaba's dad.
Yeah.
It...
So
I
unnecessary.
don't know why he even has to... How... He can't do magic. How does he even have a magic potion that turns her green? And then they're like, oh, it's because... She has magic because she's a child of both worlds. But okay, that's the conclusion Glinda comes to, which I think is an incorrect conclusion. I think she has magic because she's pure of heart.
Right.
I think that's the whole point, is about goodness, and she's actually good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she has magic and she can read the Grimoire. So I don't think that explanation of like, oh, that's how she has magic is necessary at all.
Right.
I think the whole point, I think in the stage version, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you can't take this out. But I still hate it, and it's stupid.
Right.
And then she's like, goodbye, Jeff Goldblum.
I agree. I do like the part where he's leaving on the balloon and she's like, it's always something with this girl.
Yeah.
Like, about Dorothy.
Yeah.
That was very cute.
Yeah. No, because that whole scene where Dorothy's telling them bye and Glinda's there and she's like, oh, Scarecrow, I think I'll miss you most of all. Like, Bot can't even be anyone's favorite then.
Yeah.
And then also, you really have, like, Glinda standing there like, where do I know this Scarecrow from? Where do I know this Tin Man from?
Yeah.
I feel like
Hold on. Do
like,
I know
huh?
you?
And then I bet she'd ask Fiyero, and he's like, I'm a scarecrow, lady.
No,
She's
literally.
like, right.
She's like, oh, yeah.
Mhm. No, because then, too, like, she just convinces the wizard to leave. The wizard is just like, girl, bye.
Oh, literally. And then Madame Morgul gets dragged by
Right.
monkeys.
And I feel like, I guess that's what she was trying to convince Elphaba to do in the first
Right.
place, was just do all of that with her. Being like,
Mhm.
hey, let's team up with these monkeys. You got the monkeys now. Like, let's just do it.
Right.
But then, right, to Elphaba's point, is Elphaba's like, what the wizard says to her all the way back in Wonderful is like, once the people decide who you are, that's who you are.
Right.
And Elphaba sees basically the life that she's led, and she basically knows that, like, if she goes back and tries to be a leader in Oz, they'll never trust her.
Mhm.
So she can't do any of that. And that's what she's trying to get through to Glinda, that, like, that's why it has to be her. And I think a lot of people didn't understand that. I saw a lot of people online be like, well, why didn't she just go back with her? It's like, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like, huh? And it's I think it's just like a tall tale of like really trying to look at like who we paint as a villain and why we do that, and like who we deem as good. More so like who do we deem as good that we can trust, and how like history will tell things wrong. Like the whole thing is about how we misunderstand history. And again, it's like baby fascism 101.
Right.
And so like that's the whole point. That was the explanation for you for if you didn't understand why Elphaba has to leave.
Mm-hmm.
It is because the people inherently don't trust her, and she knows that if she goes in there and tries to change anything, real change won't happen. Which is why now that she sees that Glinda has made that change and has the ability to like do the right thing, or her belief that Glinda can do the right thing, is in their friendship at the end of the day. It's like what the story's about, and Glinda learning that she has to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And like what true goodness is. It's literally all about morality.
Right.
And that, like, you can't, people who are, chronic Glinda defenders, Glinda never did anything wrong, that defeats the whole point of the movie. The whole point of the movie is that Glinda learns how to be good.
Right.
And Elphaba learns how to prioritize herself.
Mm-hmm.
And not overgive to people who don't want anything but her to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the lesson they both learn. And Fiyero learns that, like, his looks and, being frivolous doesn't mean, like, having it all doesn't mean having a good life.
Right.
Like, that, like, having, like, genuine connection is, above all, the most important. Those and Bach, he stays an incel. Bach stays an incel. For some reason, we give him, according to the Wizard of Oz, like, management duties in Oz. That's crazy business. And then the Scarecrow of it all, people are like, we just made him, like, in charge of the government. And then he's like, bye.
Yeah.
Hilarious. They're like, that guy disappeared forever.
These are the plot holes that the people fear so much.
No, because Wicked, the sequel where Bach as a Tin Man tries to ask Glinda out, and she's like, somebody go put this man in a rainstorm.
Someone throw this man in the ocean.
You know what I've had enough of?
Yeah. It's like, I'm one person I don't want to see right now.
No, literally. Top 10 people I didn't want to see.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Bach.
Bach. Right? And then at the very end, what I hate is that the Wicked finale, not on the soundtrack. I had to make my own playlist and add that. If you're looking for it, everyone, it is in the movie score. You can find it there and add it to the end of your Mega Wicked playlist, add it to the end of it. Okay? I can post mine. But they sing the finale,
mm-hmm.
and Glinda, like, the book opens for her, mm-hmm. which I heard some people saying because they deciphered the book stuff on it, like, through, like, one of the popcorn buckets, it had the book in there, and then on the website, they had, like, some code decipher, and it's, like, a healing spell, apparently.
Oh, so does Elphaba open it from far away?
That's what people are saying. I don't think so, because they're not actually seeing each other.
Yeah.
They're symbolically singing to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it opens for Glinda because she's finally learned to be good, and to be good is what real magic is. It's about friendship. It's about being pure of heart. She redeems herself, and she is doubling down on being good. So right. The book opens to her, and as I see it as, like, the book being, like, this will, like, okay, like, I'm gonna help you, like, not even, like, heal herself, like, heal Oz. Like, this is the first spell you're gonna learn, is, like, right. Healing. Like, the next step is healing, is mm-hmm. what I see that as. And, like, it gives, like, this optimistic light to, like, yes, it's, like, the ending is sad, and I think it's supposed to be sad, mm-hmm. but it shows that, like, there's hope for these characters. Right. Like, at the end of the day, they went down the best paths for themselves to become the happiest versions, and, like, at the end of the day, Glinda could never be a truly happy person if she didn't go through this heartbreak of, like, learning to better herself.
Right.
Which, again, is the whole point. But, and then, yeah, then the film ends.
And how would you rate it?
If the first movie is a 10, I would say this is an 8.
I agree.
Yep.
8. It was going to be 8 for me as well.
Mm-hmm. But I think clearly we've reached, like, 2 hours. So this went longer than we planned. So I think we'll have to make a part 2 where we kind of talk about the internet's hot takes. We dived into that a little bit, but that was, like, scene for scene. how he
Yeah.
felt. And I think next podcast episode we'll talk about the internet's hot takes, the internet's reaction to this, because quite frankly it's been horrific. You all need to be normal and learn to have fun.
Yeah.
So
It comes to a point.
yeah. So we'll tussle with you guys here soon. Don't you worry. But yeah, that was our a very in-depth full review of Wicked for Good.
2 hours is fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, we had to do the whole introduction of who we were
Yeah.
and our dynamic for the peoples.
But we love
So-
Wicked.
But yeah,
We love Wicked.
I mean, I saw the first part one. I saw 3-4 times in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
This I will probably see it at least 3 times
Mm-hmm.
minimum, because I'm gonna see it again when I'm flying out to Kentucky and I'm seeing it with my mother-in-law, my future mother-in-law, and my boyfriend. So that's when he's gonna see it. And then when I go home, I'll see it again with my brother and a friend from home.
No.
So
I'm
yeah.
gonna try to go with my boyfriend soon. I'll probably only see it twice.
But then I do want to see it again when they release it in the double feature part.
Ooh, yep.
Yep.
We're set at the double feature.
So, yeah. Anyways, thank you all for really locking in and getting, like... I'm sorry, I think we had the smartest opinion about Wicked so far.
We love
Let us know if you disagree in the comment section below. Bye!
Bye!